Yeah. Okay, talk for me so I know which one I can use here. Hello?
Hello. Interesting. I didn't know that.
What's that?
I didn't know there was a pay-to-play thing at the site.
No, I didn't either. No,
oh, I knew that there was a VIP. I know that donators got VIP status. I knew that.
Yeah, I guess I got VIP status because I did donate once.
The shout box, the Timothy Eklund post in the shout box is probably post of the summer. I must be the only person from Alabama who likes
probably.
I think that's probably true.
Probably true. Alabama is probably not well known for F1 fans. That's redneck. That's redneck land. So anyway, we are back live, Coffee with the Tigg. This is the picture Bill was talking about right there for the mountain.
Hi, Box Brains.
Yep. So I thought I'd share that over this.
Are we still in time delay?
I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't think because of my internet, it's going to be a couple of seconds behind all the time. I'm going to shrink.
So that's yes.
Yeah, I'm going to shrink this down right now. I'm going to click this to shrink it down, and you tell me when it shrinks down for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Now.
Okay, so yeah, it's like 2 seconds behind.
That's not bad. That was barely 2 seconds. That was 1, 2. Yeah, it was 2 seconds. You're right.
Yeah, about 2 seconds. About 2 seconds.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Well, that's what this version
is that the minimum latency? Probably.
Probably. It is. I think I set it up that way.
So moderators can hit mutes or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you can hit mutes. You can kick people out and stuff like that.
I know. I was looking for the controls this morning.
They're there somewhere. Well, I think it's when they get in live chat. Somebody's on. Hello.
Hello.
And there's Ian.
That's my man. That's my man, Ian.
There's Ian. Good morning, Ian.
Hey, Ian. How's life in the great state of Los Angeles or
Nevada?
Nevada.
Nevada. Going pretty good.
Actually, if you're in Iowa, it's pronounced Nevada.
So you're in North Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
It's like close to Nellis.
Mhm.
Oh, that'd be cool. All the airplanes.
Close to the racetrack in Nellis. Oh yeah, that's got to be great. You can stand out in the backyard and take pictures of all kinds of cool airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Every time we go through there, which is quite often, I stop at the raceway exit and gas up at that gas station there, and I used to go down to the racetrack and drive around as much as I could get away with.
Until they throw you out.
They've kind of clamped down on that since, I don't know. They've taken all the fun out of it.
That's the funny
I'll watch the exotics on that track sometimes too, though. That's fun. I like to watch guys driving the exotics and spinning them out. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, people driving twice the car that they're capable of driving.
Oh, you mean me sim racing?
Yeah. Hey, Ian, you know what cracks me up is that people go there and they rent a Cayenne.
Really?
Yeah. Like, why would you rent a Cayenne? Get a Ferrari, get a Lambo, man. Get something with some. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a Cayenne.
No, that's because everybody thinks that's a great car.
A Panamera. I actually, though, I drool over a Panamera. I would own a Panamera, a 4-door Porsche. I would own that. That is so cool looking.
Dumb thing. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
We are digressing.
It's sim racing.
It is.
We're warming up.
Well, when you talk about that going to the track and getting away with stuff, the first race at Iowa Speedway, I happened to be there. And I had cold pit passes, or not even cold pit passes. They were just fan walk passes, but they didn't realize that they just let anybody walk through the garage area. So for like half the day, we got to walk around the garage area before they realized that we weren't supposed to be.
Before they tightened up.
Yeah, it was funny. It was fun. I got to see a lot of stuff that you wouldn't get to see. Of course, when Arca Sim Racing, after I donated all those pictures to them, they did give me hot pit passes, and there's just nothing like hot pit passes. I mean, if you ever get a chance to get them, get them. It's so much fun. You get to see so much stuff. Anyway, we were discussing the new F1 2018 game. Is that, by the way, is that on console only, or is that both console and PC?
Console and PC?
Yeah, because I just do the mods. I don't fancy paying $60 a year every year for a new game. I just don't see the point in it. That's my personal opinion. I have other things I'd like to spend $60 on.
I honestly, I think that's the model that that NASCAR Heat's trying to follow. New model every year.
Well, that's sort of model that most major sports games do.
Yeah.
They've been doing that since like the EA days. It's like nothing new.
What's the official name of that? There it is. Never mind. I'm going to the. I was looking for the name of the actual name of that F1 mod.
Well,
hush.
The game or the mod? Because there is a mod.
The game.
Yeah, it's F1. I think it's just F1 2018.
It's F1 2018. Yeah, I put it in 2018 and it popped up. So
yeah,
boom, there it is.
It's Codemaster, but they got stuff like career mode and
$59.99.
Yeah, $60 a year. That's
headline edition.
That's
headline edition.
Yeah.
What's that? Because the deal.
Yeah,
the
and then they
I
have
love
careers.
That yellow and, is that okay? I'm
which
not keeping up with F1 anymore.
Not really.
But this white and yellow and black car that they're showing on the cover, or not on the cover, but on their ad.
I've not even.
It's
looked.
a Williams. I think it's a Williams FW25.
Could be.
I assume.
I've not even looked.
It's sharp. That's about the sharpest F1 car I've seen.
Hi, viewer. Welcome to. Well, bye, viewer.
Oh, you scared them off.
Wow.
They're like little rabbits. You can't just go talking to them.
I know
You
that.
gotta let them get comfortable.
Gotta let them get comfortable.
Stop it. You're scaring them off.
Yeah, or
You're
else
scaring the natives.
Ooh. Well, I scared off somebody else too, because now we're down to one according to my thing.
Ian's gone.
Ian's gone.
Nope.
Scared Ian off too.
Oh,
I'm
No?
still here.
Ian.
Oh,
he's
three.
looking at viewers.
Watching.
He's looking at viewers, not the Discord.
yeah, I'm looking at the viewers. 'Cause we're back up to 3.
Well, it says
I wonder if that's
three
Mick.
watching.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
Was it Mick?
I don't know. Mick's on this.
Mick is in.
I don't know.
see Discord.
Discord. No,
No, he's
just the 3
not.
of us. Just the 3 of us in
Make it
Discord.
go away. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see Ian. Ian, why don't I see you?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
see you. I see you in the.
He's in
Oh
there.
yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. There you are. Okay, Ian.
The production
Missed
value of
the
this show
discussion.
sucks, but we're having fun, so that's all that matters.
Well, we're not staying on topic. I'm looking at
Always.
the pictures at.
We never.
I'm
stay on
looking at-
topic. Hi.
I'm looking at the F1 2018 page at Steam. It is $59.99.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for the contents and
My
see what
Steam
you
didn't
get.
load this time.
More classic F1 cars than ever before. I thought they were all pretty much. I thought the game was pretty much 1 year, one.
Yeah, and I think they've learned their lesson because of what they're trying to get us away from the R Factor mods. I bet you, and all those other mods. The set of Corsa mods. They want their money. They want their money, so they're going to put the classics in there. I don't blame them. I actually don't blame them for putting that in there. And if the model, especially the older cars, well, from the game, Codemaster's been doing this for 8-10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that they could actually just have those in there. There's F1 2018. There it is, right there. Yeah, $59.99 whole cents. Bye, guys. Nice. Thanks for stopping by.
Would you stop scaring them off? Stop talking to them directly.
I
Stop
know.
talking to them directly until they make their presence known. You're not supposed to talk to them.
I know that. This is
Let
actually.
the lurkers lurk. Let the lurkers lurk until they make themselves known.
Yeah, well, he came back in. Anyway, this kind of looks like this video on here that's on my screen.
Yeah.
On the screen. It looks like iRacing.
Yeah.
It's got the same kind of.
I'm reading the language there, and it's kind of that too. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if all these
Oh, look, it's got a
major
flyover.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that some of these they need to. Yeah. Oh, Mix just joined the channel. Yeah,
Mick, is that you? Mick.
I think he typed. I don't think he has trying to get Discord set up. Cool beans.
Mick, I'm beginning to think you're technology challenged.
I do too.
Come on, Mick. Get into now.
Come on, if
now.
if us old guys could figure it out, then you can figure it out.
I can only figure it out with several. Ian is our local expert on technology and things that are of today and yesterday and NASCAR.
Yeah.
I think we should call Ian the professor.
Sure, that'll work for me.
Professor. He's the professor. Not me.
I'm challenged.
IT challenged.
Yeah, we all are.
Can't type either. Can't type either.
I saw that.
Okay, here's the question of the day. In the visual chat, in the word challenged, is that a colon or a semicolon?
I think it's a semicolon.
That's right. We'll take the second caller on that.
Yep. Semicolon.
Semicolon. Yeah, I know that. I know. I was just testing the powers of be.
Don't test my powers. I have none. Your powers are weak, old man.
Your powers are weak.
20 classic
You're
F1
not my
cars.
father.
Yeah, see, these are the older. Yeah, that's not.
Oh,
class.
see that yellow car, that one right there. That is cool.
2000,
cool
2003.
Is that a real car?
76, 72.
Oh, look at there's a 79. 79.
78, 79. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, we're 2 seconds behind.
I keep forgetting.
I forgot. There is a lot of 79 in there, though. Did you see that?
Yeah, it might actually
Williams
be. It might be worth the $60. Might be worth if they've got if they got period correct tracks though. That's the thing. Period correct tracks.
So they were dumping all the older titles in that series.
Yeah,
they were dumping them.
Yeah.
I mean, they were really dumping them. I'm sorry. I like the older F1.
So
I don't like these newer cars. I don't like that Halo one bit.
No, Mick can drive it. I find it tough to drive. But did you see that drive review? See this?
Mick is like Mikey. Mick is like Mikey.
He can do anything except get on Discord.
On the Life cereal commercials. He can drive anything.
But he can't get on Discord.
Yeah, about the period accurate tracks. It's supposed to sort of classic cars represent, sort of track dates, like, how like Boss GP has nice people, privateers buy out old F1 cars and run them competitively against one another in special track days. That's so well because they can't get the licensing to make all those years. But
well,
I mainly like it because of its detailed career mode, and me being an offline purist, having a good career mode always adds a plus. And they've also improved a lot of things from 2017.
Okay, Ian, you say you're offline purist. Is that because of the online stink? The stench? Yeah, I know that. I quit online racing years ago because I just
back and forth all the time.
It's just constant foul mouth gets.
Well, you gotta find a good league. You gotta find a good league. That's the thing.
You can't even hang around in the back of the field and just try to mind your business and make some laps without them running you over. It's
you're in the wrong league.
You've watched me drive ahead of you as you're trying to lap me for 6 laps, and you finally come up to me and try to take my line. And like, really? That was so aggravating.
For NASCAR, the best league for the NASCAR 2003, NR2K. The best league is still, by far, HoboRacing.com. Those guys are good. They're patient. They don't run you over. They actually get mad if you run over a back marker there. They're all for equal racing. Whether you're up front every race or you're in the back every race. They're really nice guys. It's Steve Rubino, his brother Dan Rubino. Really, really nice guys. I'm still friends with those guys, even though I don't race with them anymore. I haven't raced with them for like 10 years now. Well, 6 years now. Great, great guys. They keep asking me to come back, too. Even though they've got fields of 30 people plus, they're always, about every 3 or 4 months, they always ask, are you coming back? Are you coming back? And I'm like, no, I can't come back.
And they're NR 2003 only, right?
Yeah, only. NR2. So for NASCAR, NR2 only, that is the best place to go. For online.
that picture on the Steam of the F. You still got that up? I'm not looking at it.
I'm running the video. Yeah, I'm just running the video for background. I don't even know if you can hear the music that I'm playing over the YouTube.
I don't know. I don't hear it. I don't hear. Oh, look. Text channels. Okay, I see.
Yeah, he's trying to set it push to talk.
No, trying to set it push to talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A car with yellow, black, and blue. Are you sure you weren't talking about?
No, it's this one right here that they're showing. They're showing right now. That one. It's mostly white. It's got black stripes, and then it's got some yellow right off the sides of the nose.
Okay.
That's a great looking car. I love that paint
job. That's a Braun GP.
Is it real? Is it real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, there's no.
Yeah, Braun GP bought out the Honda organization, but they had a really good car. But
listen to him go.
Now I
You're
can't
the
hear
professor.
you guys. Oh, poor Vic.
They have a really
he could make a radio out of a coconut.
Yeah. And they stuck a Mercedes engine in it. They kept Jensen Button and Barrichello, and they pretty much took over the Honda team, small team. They come out, and then they just dominate the early half of the season and end up winning the championship in the first year. And then they sell off to Mercedes because they ran out of money at the end of the year. They sell off to Mercedes.
It's like Virgin
who
did
currently
10 years
dominates
ago.
Formula One.
That's because they cheat.
Virgin turned to Marussia and then to Manor.
Are you typing yes? I beat you to it.
Mike.
Oh, you did.
I don't. Okay, full sentences. What I did? What?
I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought here.
Hey, I'm still talking the F1, and
I know.
So is the professor.
I know.
I
know, but
you're over there scaring. You're over there rattling the bushes, scaring the natives off.
No, I'm not.
The Magazoo.
Trying to figure out what Mick's trying to figure out here. Where is he? He's not even.
Okay. So you work with Mick, and the professor and I will have our conversation. Okay?
Yeah.
You just handle the background. Yeah. No, actually, that's reverse. You're supposed to do the show. I'm supposed to handle the technical. But since
Maybe we should change it to Coffee with the Tigg and Friends.
And crew.
Well,
yeah.
No,
I don't have to. There's legal liability in there. We don't.
No. We don't want that.
We don't want that legal liability.
No, we don't. Well, since I shorten it, I do use this image. So all they got, actually, they can't. I don't think they can sue me or get me for use of the name Tigg, but the images they probably can get me for. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, we're gonna hang you out on that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna let you have that all by yourself. Okay.
Okay, just send him
the Braun GP car was, it was a one-year wonder, but it won the championship because they had the double diffuser. And they double diffuser, and no other team aside from Williams had that. So the other teams tried to protest. The protest didn't go through, and by midpoint in the year, everyone's like, screw it. If you can't beat them, join them. So they developed their own.
How old are you really?
16. I'm just a huge motorsports nut. So
we need more of you. Instead of people being just NASCAR fans, we need more motorsports fans. It's a dying art. Well, I believe it's because there's less driver crossover. I think that's
okay. Yeah.
Should be a way to show him.
Most people your age don't even know what a diffuser is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then I see guys with tuner cars putting diffusers on the trailing edge of the roof of their cars.
Yeah, stupid. Got those guys in town doing that too.
They take the one off the bottom and they glue it to the top.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
At the double diffuser.
I'm trying to figure out how to add Mick to the channel.
Well, I'm looking right at the picture of the double diffuser on that car, that very car. How about that? Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Well, see, the man knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Ian, you just impressed me to all.
Oh, there he goes. He figured out how to get himself in here.
Oh, Mick.
Is Mick live?
Mick is in
Is
here.
Mick live?
I don't know if he knows how to
Don't
set
scare
up.
him off. Easy, don't scare him off.
Rabbits.
Check. 1, 2.
Oh, there he is.
3,
You're
4.
good.
He's alive.
5, 6.
It's alive.
It's alive.
He's alive.
It's alive. Every
Okay,
Frankenstein movie.
There's the aforespoken double diffuser on the Braun car right there. I just found a picture of it.
Yep.
The professor's on his numbers.
That's
man. He's
actually
just-
a sim car.
No, is it? Really?
Yeah, look at the tires.
How do you know that? How do
Look
you...
at, look at the tires.
Crash net.
I think that's a sim car.
Nope, this is real.
It looks like a sim. That's how good sims are getting. You can't tell them apart anymore.
This is real. This is real. I'm looking at the story.
Okay. It looks like a sim
Well,
car.
I'm assuming they're using a real one.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they model. Well, I guess they might have modeled that car that accurately.
They
If we
do.
will look at all those videos long enough, we might see a picture of the rear. I don't see. Look at that axle. Look at that axle running through the back there.
Yeah.
Interesting. See the guys. You can see the guy's helmet in the mirror. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's a cool picture. That's what tells me it's not a sim. You can see the guy's helmet.
Actually,
in the mirror. I
in
doubt
the
that.
Assetto Corsa, you can see the mirror. You can see that in Assetto Corsa, and R Factor too.
And yet they can't do day, night, or weather.
I know. That's what cracks me up. Especially, well, that video we shared that we were talking about yesterday, or yeah, you and I were talking about the iRacing one. They still haven't figured out day-night transitions after claiming they've been in the sim racing industry for over 30 years. They still can't figure out day-night and weather. That's just terrible.
Yeah, that should be another thing that should be either coming by the end of the year.
I don't think so. I think they're
Actually,
done.
according
They're
to the
done with
Reddit,
it. They're done with a set of courses. They're
not
not
a
gonna-
cell Corsa, but I'm talking about iRacing. iRacing.
Oh.
Yeah, iRacing.
Because I follow iRacing on the official Reddit, trying to keep myself in the loop.
Reddit scares me.
Yeah,
I
it
stay
scares
away
me
from
too. I don't. There's too many bad things on
I don't know
that.
why. And
We're
maybe
too
Ian can speak to that, but I don't know.
It's like open server.
Yeah, it's like open server.
That's
it is.
exactly what I think about it.
There's no accountability there. No accountability.
None
Yeah.
whatsoever.
It's
You
like when
just
people.
sort of have to be careful what you do. Stay on the light side of the moon.
No,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
totally dark side. You know that. You should know that by now.
Well, that's fair. That's funny. I find it's hard because I'm a McLaren guy. I like the McLaren car. I love the orange McLaren cars.
Always.
But this Braun car is cool. I have to say.
Yeah.
I like that. It's simple. I like it. It's understated. It's pretty cool looking. I don't know who's driving that car.
Jensen Button and Rubensberg,
Oh,
hello.
and I like Jensen.
I
Button.
love
like
Jensen. I thought he retired. Because he's back.
Yeah, he retired.
He
Nah,
retired? So,
Yeah,
Jensen retired. I mean, yeah.
I thought he
Oh,
retired in
listen, a button.
2016 or 2017.
Yeah, Button retired in 2017, I think, after coming in one-off replacement for Nando
Yeah,
when Nando was running IndyCar.
yeah, at Monaco. I watched that. He did terrible.
What?
I don't know.
I just can't believe that. It's hard to believe.
Can't believe the fact that I was a Formula 1 driver and I mentioned the IndyCar race.
Yeah, you just went right to it. It's like, oh
Huh.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I tried to keep myself in the loop of all major motorsports forums, even some minor ones. It's tricky to do so being a major NASCAR fan, but I know enough about IndyCar and Formula 1 and even to a lesser extent endurance racing to hold a conversation. I try and keep myself well-rounded.
That's good. That's a healthy thing.
okay. So that's without now that we've digressed way off subject again.
Yeah.
No, we're talking. You started talking about F1.
Yeah, but now we're talking about real F1. We're going to talk about. Let's talk about the new race room edition.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
race
they
room.
added the new touring cars. I saw that.
What?
The new British touring
Hey,
cars.
hi, thank you, Charles. Where did I have? Where is my race room link at? I always forget where I put that stupid thing at.
You know, you put there. It is. Okay, I'm going to race room right now to check it out. Let's see. Race room racing experience. Racing updated. It's the WTCR.
Yep, they're adding that. They are now the official.
7 cars.
Yep.
Today we're bringing some balance. Today we're bringing some balance. What's the date on this? This is the 23rd.
Yeah, it's just a couple days ago they did it.
Bringing some balance, performance balance to the 7 cars within the WTCR 2018 class. After a careful analysis of the performance of the cars since their release, we have tested and applied the below modifications.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking for. Okay, so we've got an Alfa Romeo, Giulietta, an Audi RS3 LMS, a Cupra. What's a Cupra?
Seat?
I don't know Cupra. Is a seat? Okay.
Yeah, it's a seat.
A Honda Civic, a Hyundai i30, Peugeot 308, the iconic Peugeot 308, and a Volkswagen Golf. This looks like fun.
It's basically what we've been running.
Yeah.
Well, that's the BTCC, but
this is a world. This is a world touring racing things instead of just a British.
Yeah.
An unofficial king of Sweden. I know this guy. Wait a minute. He's making a comment. Can we please have a car filter like in RS? I don't know. So how would you say race room compares to iRacing?
I've not
discussed.
I have not run iRacing in 10 years. So I really could not tell you.
I haven't really run either as Racer is free, but I haven't tried it yet. My brother tried it, but he doesn't really have a wheel, so he sort of failed at it. He's more of a first-person shooter guy, but I haven't run it, and I haven't run iRacing either because cost and, as previously mentioned, until they add their offline stuff.
That's not budging. They'll never do that.
No, like we said before, they're never gonna, never ever do it. Never ever.
Like I said on the Reddit, they officially announced it.
They're gonna
multiple times. No, on iRacing, they announced it and have kept updated that they have a separate group working on AI coming in. So
here's the most
it's happening.
Here's the most important question. Where's Mick?
He's quiet. he just uploaded a video.
I know where Mickey Mouse is.
He's out carving tracks and shaving 20 seconds off his time.
Yeah.
It's $34.99 for the WTCC 2015. That's not right.
No, I gotta go way down here to the bottom. Yeah, there is. They got the 2018, but it's way at the bottom. PAX. I gotta go to PAX. PAX. I'm on the site too. So if you're not watching what I'm doing,
you're on the site or you're on.
I'm on my actual race room thing.
Well, fine.
I have race room. I've
never even tried race room.
It's the free downloads. It's easy to do. The WTC experience is, well, for me it's $38.10 because I'm a member.
Well, but it's $34.99 for non-members. Oh.
Yeah.
So what the heck?
Actually, that's the whole pack. That's the whole pack. That's the whole pack. That's 23 cars and 13 tracks. That's the whole pack.
Okay, see all. I'm trying to see all.
So pretty much you're buying the equivalent of a new game or expansion.
Yeah. Well, basically that's what you're doing.
Let me.
You get all the
remember,
tracks.
You get 13 tracks. Yeah. Remember when we talked last week about this being GTR 4? This is your dead proof. Or this is Race 07, 2. Because everything that's in Race
V2.
07 is in Race Room. And in my folders, here, look at this. Watch this. This is great. Watch this in my folders. You gotta pull up the YouTube. You pull up the YouTube.
Okay.
Under Documents, they have My Games, Simbin, Race Room Experience is in that folder.
Okay, open that folder. Let's see.
It's just that stuff.
That's just stuff.
That's in the
Where's your
race room is in this folder.
user data?
Common. Game. Look at it. It's the same location.
Game data.
Yeah.
Okay. Location.
They just call them cars here. Cars here. Look at all the cars. Every car is on my system. I just have to buy them to unlock them. Oh, this is the camera.
Wait, go back. Tell me how big that file is. How big is that file?
What file? The Cougar?
The cars. How big is the car file?
Cougar
C4.
No, that's just a holding place for it. It's 34K. So the car's actually not in there.
Right.
That car's not in there.
That ain't right.
What car did it? I don't even remember what car I took out. I don't play with this that much to really know anything. I do know that. I'm
over here clicking on this, trying to make it.
God,
I hate that. I'm looking at my screen. I'm looking at all these. I'm gonna click on this. No, it doesn't work that way.
I do know that Stu, what they call Stu, the Stowe, STOWE, is Silverstone.
Okay.
It says they have a Silverstone, but the Stowe is Silverstone. It says Silverstone on the bridges. It says Silverstone in the stands. It's funnier.
Rose by any name.
It's Silverstone.
It's Silverstone. And I still can't click on it. That's what.
The race room.
I'm not comfortable with
looking at my.
Mick at? Where's Mick?
He's being quiet. He's doing other stuff.
Listening.
He's not even watching. I'm gonna be hurt.
He's doing technical.
He's trying to figure this
If I
stuff
don't hear
out.
him,
But they have the
He's
touring
gonna
car
push the
classics,
speed.
the WCC 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then it changes the WTCR in 2018. That's what they have in but they have honestly, it's like $120 for everything, but you get the free online play. Well, you don't have to pay for online play. You don't have to pay for it. It's got AI. It's just like any other. Mick, if you're hearing the Discord chat, turn down the sound on the YouTube. Well, no, you can't hear my good music. 'Cause I got John Lennon playing now.
I can't. Ian, can you hear his music?
No, because you're on Discord. You're not on
YouTube muted.
Yeah, see,
I have.
you're gonna
Oh,
hear
is it on YouTube?
Yeah, you're probably gonna hear it over YouTube, and you're gonna hear double sounds.
I hear you.
Begin don't start.
Oh, barely hear it. Okay, I'm turning it back down.
Yeah.
You guys use push to talk or something,
No,
or just
No, it's just
voice
open
active.
mic.
Are you in a tunnel, Mick?
Systems in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the
That's
best
why he
place.
drives so fast.
Yeah,
It's such sense of urgency.
Sliding on the tile. Sliding on
Look
the
at all
tile.
this. What is? Oh, this is your. I see. Oh, look, it's got the. Is this? This is the website. Okay.
Yeah, this is the website. This is where you can buy the packs of cars. And honestly, I think Race Room has gotten a
They
raw
got the
deal.
ADAC.
Yeah, I think they've gotten a
They
raw
got the
deal.
ADAC. Well, how new is the? How new is the new ADAC? They only
20.
go to 14.
15. And multitasking sticks out tongue. GTO Classics. I can click on anything. They got DTM for a couple of 3 years, 4 years. P2s, P1s. No, P1s. They got Group 5. They have Group 5.
Ooh, shiny.
They have Group 5.
Oh,
Look at the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Silva.
They got
Oh, look at that.
They had the Fab car.
Not the Fab car. That's not a Fab car.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's the
That's a
Porsche.
Porsche 935 Turbo.
Yeah.
That was a Fab car.
And the paint job tells you that. AJ Foy drove that car too.
But look at
And
that.
that's-
Look at
and
that.
this
Look at that.
actually-
Look at that. Look at
Capri
that.
is actually a Ford.
Well, yeah, they can't call it what it is because they probably don't have
Yeah.
licensing rights.
They got the Decon Monza though.
Yeah,
Boom. That's all you need in life. That's all you need in life.
really,
Where's
seriously.
No, the Zaxby Capri. That's what you call it.
Yeah, because it wasn't an official Ford car. I don't think it was actually.
Actually, it was a
Canada.
Mercury. It was a Mercury. Capri.
Mercury.
But they did have both Ford and Mercury Capris.
Look at
confusingly,
the
yes,
front
I
of
guess.
that car. It's like if
That
you
is
get,
one.
if you rear end anybody,
Looks
they're going
like a
flying
snow
in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a bit
iconic-
of a snow plow on the front.
That's the iconic cow catcher.
Yeah.
Oh wait, go back to the green one. Go back to the green one. Go back to the green
I don't
one.
know if I can go back or not.
Go back. Go back.
That one?
It's number 1. That no, not that one.
Not the number 9.
There's a white one. There's a white one. There's a white. It was before this one. It was right before that one.
I wasn't
What's
paying.
number 1?
There is no number 1.
No, the Worth car. That makes sense. Keep going. Go through them. 55? Huh. Oh, those are car numbers. I see. Wait, that one. That one.
Yeah.
Mommy. Look at this. Red and blue on the front and green on the sides. That blue needs to go. Come on.
Yeah.
Let this be a lesson, sim racers, sim car painters. Never put blue, red, and green on a car. That's just not right.
That's Irish.
Choose your sponsor so that they don't clash.
Yeah.
Drive tastefully. Us painters that watch other cars don't like to see that stuff. They don't. Friends don't let friends drive tacky cars.
I thought friends didn't let friends drink Starbucks.
That might be true too, but I've been known to have a Starbucks.
Okay, it's got to run. All right, we'll get you sorted out there, Mick. We'll figure you all out. We'll get you.
Have a blessed day.
Yes.
Adios?
What Bill said. Oh, there's actually a video.
Ooh.
There's a video. Let's watch
Mommy,
the video.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Uh-oh. Let's turn. Uh-oh.
Back to text 10-4. Warcraft commercial. I love it. I'm trying to push that X and it's not. Yes, it was.
Look at that. Men become heroes.
Look at those BBS wheels. Those are BBS wheels. Those are great cars. The sound of the transmissions. Turbo.
Ooh, an
Porsches.
Apple sponsored car. Look at that. Time to pay tribute.
Oh yeah. That's the funny thing is that was a Porsche.
Yep.
In IMSA.
Oh.
Oh, look at that, John Good.
Oh, yeah.
John Greenwood.
Oh yeah, I love
Sylvia's
my
pretty.
Corvettes.
Sylvia's pretty.
Cow catchers.
There it is. Cow catchers. There it is, right there. Zoom.
I don't know.
That
This
was
might
some
be
cool-
worth looking into.
These cars are available in almost every sim.
Yeah, I know that, but
Almost every sim. They're in P cars. They're in. I believe they're in RF2. I think you have to pay for them in RF2.
yeah, that's the thing. That's another thing. It's like do the same model makers sell the models to each sim company? That's what I'm wondering because the cars look so much alike. I mean, I don't paint them.
just-
Well, if you go up
just
for
well done, I
100%,
guess.
well, technically, if
Ooh.
every sim strives for perfect realism, in the end, everything should look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
What
you
I've
think
seen,
about it,
what I'm seeing in this race room is they have a nicer variety of cars. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
most of them will do the BMW, the Porsche, and maybe the Capri. And you never see the Monza or the Vet in this, and you certainly don't see the Toyota Sylvia.
No.
That front row is what you see right there. That's what you see.
Yeah.
And then the Lancia. Did they have the Lancia in this? I didn't see that. No Lancia. That's
Alright.
funny.
Gotta take a pit stop, guys.
That
Keep
was
the
one of the-
conversation going.
That was one of the last VLM models. It was just. Yeah, that's funny that there's no Lancia. That's the only thing it's missing, really. A Lancia. They had the Lancia. You'd have everything. That's a fun little set right there. It's only
Yeah.
$13.85. But
That's
then
actually pretty.
you have to buy the tracks and everything. I don't know how this works. I should go on that site.
Oh.
What is race room experience? Let me see. Where is it? Steam. I'm going back to Steam. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Well, we've gone from F1 to ancient G5. That's funny.
Yeah,
These are great race cars to drive, though. Fun.
I don't doubt it.
They
They
are
look
fun.
like they'd be fun.
The world of fake fenders.
Mhm.
Oh, and I guess there's an RX-7 too. Wasn't there an Oh, that's IMSA car I'm thinking of. Of course, these bled into IMSA. Group 5 is the European. And
Yeah.
IMSA, they called them GTOs, I think. Was it GTOs? Yeah. I was never, because I was a Trans Am fan, I tried to stay true, and so IMSA was kind of like
the
Yeah, I
enemy.
know.
The evil, yeah, because they were stealing crowds and stealing drivers, teams, everything.
No, that's the way it goes.
But in the end, it turned out to be a better series, actually.
Yeah.
I said that out loud.
Oh no!
gosh.
So the last thing on sim racing I want to talk about is
Traitor!
what I just downloaded.
I know.
The,
It's like saying,
yeah. Okay, you're digressing again. I want to talk about sim racing. One last thing. You need to. Well, I did. I enjoy this actually. I went and found Digital Dash because I saw it on a YouTube video, and I went looking
Yeah, I
for
saw
it.
that.
Yeah, that's how I found it. Was on a YouTube video. And this is what it looks like. It's not hooked up. I don't have a sim running, of course, but this is the one. This is the default one that comes with the program. All you got to do is download something to your Android phone or tablet, and then do a download on your PC. For R Factor 1 and 2, you just have to move a plug-in. For SimBins, you just got to change one line of code, and they tell you where it is, how to find it real easy, and it actually works. What it does, let me see, pull this up here and hold it up to cam. See that?
Wow.
The thing, the dots at the top are actually your RPM lights, your shift lights. Yeah. Okay.
being challenged, technically challenged.
It's quite simple.
I'm just
to do.
amazed that you're looking. That's on your tablet.
That's on my tablet, and when
But
tomorrow,
you see it on the screen when you're racing.
there is something you can do on your screen, but then you have to run everything windowed. This I actually just sit in front of my computer, in front of where the steering wheel is, right in the center of my screen.
Oh,
So it
I
actually
see.
doesn't block
I see.
anything, but I see this. And the really
Okay.
cool thing about it is you don't have to worry about your shift points because this thing flashes bright ass red when it's time to shift.
I've seen it in the videos.
Yeah.
Is there any latency?
None. Well, considering that my router is like right next to where I'm sitting, so it actually there's none whatsoever. But I've run that a few times. And I think it's the coolest thing I've ever downloaded for an Android. Period. It is the coolest thing.
What I
That's
liked
good
is
to know.
what I liked about one of the screens that I saw of that was that you could have your gas gauge on there.
Yeah, you can.
That's great. I like that because that's the biggest thing I'm lost at a lot of times. Because sometimes they give you how many laps you've got, and it's like you don't really know.
There are
flex
several
like that.
different screens on here. I've only tried that one, and to get all of that to work beyond RPMs, to track times, you have to pay $4 for R Factor and $4 for SimBin. So it's like $8 to get all it to work. And Assetto Corsa, it also works with Assetto Corsa. Works with it works with a ton of stuff.
That's on Steam too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Steam. It works with BeamNG. Works with the new BM. It's another. It's like a Wreckfest. It's another Wreckfest, which supposedly this does not work for. Not yet.
BeamNG is actually a soft body physics simulator, so it's really good for like simulating crashes
Yeah.
and various
Wreckfest.
impacts. And there's all sorts of mods for it too.
Project Cars.
It's also pretty fun to do police chases, have the AI flee and try and take them out.
So
And
it's
then of
Need for
course
Speed.
demolition derbies are fun.
It's Need for Speed.
Not really, but well you can, but why is that? It's sort of open world soft body physics simulator.
It also
And
works
the
for.
crashes are really
It also works for Automobilista, R Factor 1 and 2, all the SimBins, Codemasters, even consoles, LFS,
wow, that's the real package.
LFS, BeamNG. That's all the Sims it works for right now. So
That's the real deal.
That's basically every Sim, and it's like if you want full detail, you have to pay $4 for each engine. So if you bought the R Factor, the ISI engine, that's also Automobilista. So you get all three. Project Cars, you get both. Well, of course, a set of courses you'd probably get Competition Zone when it comes out. Topic so far, F1. Yeah. So you really?
I'm just doing my moderator work.
I know
doing
you
my
know.
moderator work.
Actually, this is when I ran this, it is so much easier to see than it is. You get the little dashboard. That I love. It's not a little dashboard. Ah, crap! Didn't want to close that, but anyway, I did. Anyway, on to real racing because my time is getting short too. Actually.
Ooh, yeah.
NASCAR rumor mill, as you all have heard.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them.
Oh, he's going to talk about the track thing.
We're going to talk about the tracks thing. We're going to talk about the
Professor,
driver thing.
Have your stuff together.
Oh,
You better have your
yeah.
stuff together, Professor. I gave you a fair warning yesterday, so have your stuff together.
Where's the time?
It's up. I have it up in the corner. 46 minutes we've been on since I've turned this on, since I restarted my computer and get everything working right again. There's two things I've heard about tracks from several sources. None of them 100% reliable, but sources nonetheless. One, that anything over 1.5 miles is going to a drafting package, which to me would be restrictor plates, unless they're planning on putting big air dams on these cars.
They're planning on using the tapered spacer, which is pretty much the same deal, to reduce it to 550 horsepower.
If it goes over the carburetor, it is a restrictor plate.
They don't have carbs anymore.
Well, I
They're
know
fuel
that.
injected.
I know that.
They're not direct fuel injected though,
Direct,
aren't they?
true.
Aren't they?
They're
They're
ported.
TBI.
Yeah, which is basically a carburetor.
I think they're going to direct injection soon, but
Yeah. Well,
They're
that way
still
they have to turn the
TBI.
switch. They just have to turn a screw to make it.
which I think the last TBI unit on an American car was probably a pickup in about '96. So-
Chevy used them a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, up through 2000, when they started doing 2000. When basically the one that I know it was in was the Cavalier through 2002. I looked at one. That's the last one I remember seeing it in, like a 2001, 2002 Cavalier, until they made the change over to the engine they have now. Actually, I think it was 2003 they switched over to that. I can't even think of the name of it now. Their bulk 2-liter engine, 4-cylinder 2-liter engine. That's
I
in
know
everything.
that Subaru in 2019 is going from multi-port to direct,
Really.
so
Yeah.
which is a little different situation.
Yeah. Well, nobody cares about Subaru.
Oh yeah, talk to the WRC guys.
No.
They care
Yeah.
about it.
That's about the only
They
people who
care.
run them. And well, don't they run them in whatever Baja became, the off-road racing in the desert?
The last production truck with a carburetor was a 1993 Isuzu pickup.
The straight-up carburetor.
Yeah, with a carburetor.
Oh. I
Hey,
thought.
Isuzu. Practically same company as Subaru.
Well,
No, it's not.
no, it's not.
Right?
it's not.
I swear it was related.
No.
I thought they were both.
Easy.
Or was it
Easy.
Settle down.
Nissan?
Professor, we're gonna have to take away a stripe.
Yeah, no kidding. Take away a tassel.
Get
I
your
said
facts.
you guys
Get
are
your
putting
facts.
too much.
Get your
On
facts
me.
out there.
I'm
Throw
not
them to-
perfect.
Oh,
I know.
I'm just going off what I heard.
Now you've left the reservation.
Bill, he's young.
I'm
He can't
not
keep up with
too
us.
competent on international cars.
Well, you should be.
Well,
Oh, yeah, that's because they're not in NASCAR. Hey, the last rumor I heard, Honda was, again, dibbling to get into NASCAR, so to have a fifth manufacturer again, but we'll see what happens with that, too. That's just, that I've only heard that a couple times over the past year. Nothing solid from anywhere, even unreliable sources. But the other thing I heard about tracks is they're going to, in 2020, supposedly, they're going to do more short track racing.
more short tracks.
Which is the bigger draw the last couple of years has been the short tracks. Even though they didn't sell out Bristol Night, it's still the bigger draw.
Actually, it turns out that Zuzu used to be part of the same group as Subaru. But they've been thrown around like a lot of companies in the past. But at one point, they were under the same umbrella. Of course, they aren't now.
Zuzu had a tight relationship with Chevrolet or GM.
GM.
The Chevy Love pickup. We're digressing. Let's keep it focused. Let's go like a laser beam back to the NASCAR short track discussion.
Oh
my gosh, NASCAR's trying to make changes to get more butts in the seats. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, by going back to they want more butts in the seats. They want more. They're losing viewership. They're losing money, TV money, everything. They are losing everything. So they're trying to find out. Well, it's easier to sell out a half-mile racetrack than it is, unless it's, of course, Bristol, because it sits more people than most of the super speedways do. But it's easier to sell out a 50,000-seat short track as opposed to a 170,000-seat mile-and-a-halfer. Think about it.
All those guys making all those big canvas sheets to cover up the seats are going to be very disappointed.
Yep.
The first time I saw that was terrible. I just thought, oh my God, I would kill to be at the track. Well, at that time I did.
California, I used to think all the time about moving my seat from I sit above the exit of pit road. And I like that because it's a great pace to take pictures because the cars are going slower right there as far as they get onto the track. And I just liked it because you could see if they're racing for start finish, you could still see them, and you could see them in the turn. You could see them quite well.
Right.
But I used to think about all the time moving my seat down closer to turn 1.
Why?
And then the last, I'm trying to think. It was like 2 years. See, I haven't been the last couple years. So it was about 3 years ago that I go there, and there's this big tarp covering up all that section.
With advertising on it.
So you couldn't sit, well, they
had to sell the seats somehow.
No empty seats.
Well, and
to cover the empty seats.
And make money.
I'm sure NASCAR mandated that. I'm sure they said, you need to do something so it doesn't look like half the chairs are empty. And the funny thing is that California used to sell out. And it stopped. And then it's like 1 year, we were all shocked. We went there, and it was like not sold out.
Oh, well, how much did they raise the ticket prices?
People. What's that?
How much did they raise the ticket prices in those few years? That's the thing right there.
Yeah, because when I started going, it started out at $30.
Affordable.
And I think last year it was $50 for a.
Yeah. And how much? And everybody think, okay, it's only $20, not a big deal. But how much did concessions go up? Because most of these tracks do not allow you to bring your own cooler in. I don't know how California is, but most tracks.
No, California, you could at California. You could bring a cooler.
That was the great thing about
a small cooler.
No, Indianapolis.
A small cooler.
Indianapolis lets you bring in like big freaking chest freezers because they have camping. You can sit anywhere on the trip. Once you're in the gate.
If you're in an RV zone, whatever. Yeah.
No, these are
if you're in the stands.
No, these are people. Once you're in Indianapolis, is set up different than any other track that I've ever seen. Once you're through that door, you don't have to sit in your seat. You can sit anywhere in that track.
Oh, well, it's not the way it is.
Yeah. Anywhere on the inside of that track, you can sit. There's concerts going. That was the greatest experience in Indianapolis. If you get a chance to go for either the 500 or the Brickyard or any of the road course races, go. Because that track is an experience. Just the track itself, not even the racing, is an experience in itself. They got the museum. They've got,
golf course.
The golf course. They've got just so much stuff. I mean, it took us almost 2 hours to find Gasoline Alley because of the way you just keep walking around, and there's concessions everywhere. But that's what killed us. You walk around for an hour, you're getting hungry, so you go buy a $4 hot dog, and it's a $4 hot dog. It's not a $4 hot dog. See,
but they don't have any $4 hot dogs. $8.
Well, this is 10 years ago now. I'm talking about. So the $4 hot dog was just your Oscar Mayer, 8 in a pack hot dog. That's where they got you, was in the concessions, and that's.
And let's talk about that. 8-in-a-pack hot dogs.
Yeah.
It took them a long time to come up with 8-in-a-pack hot dogs
It's
because
six-
forever it was 10 in a pack.
Yeah.
And then the buns were 8
In
in
a
a pack.
pack.
And like, what is that about? What is that about?
I don't know. That's fucked.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that's a bit ridiculous.
that's
Yeah.
two for the dog while you're barbecuing.
Well,
And
that's
then
two.
the rest are for the people.
Luckily,
People. One
I-
package. I could eat a whole
once
package by
again,
myself.
me being awkward Joe here, I don't use buns, yeah, but I don't even like grilled.
Oh
I
god.
usually warm up in the microwave and then cut them into little sort of circles, into the little thin circle slice, and then I eat them with ketchup on the side, usually with chips. But yeah,
That's un-American.
once again, huh?
No barbecue? That's un-American. That's un-United
Whoever said
Statesian.
Las Vegas was America.
Exactly. It's its own little entity in the world. Un-United Statesian.
Ian,
by the way.
were you born in Las Vegas?
No, I was born in Florida.
Remember,
Oh, that's
we
right. That's
covered
right.
that.
I'm so sorry.
And
I
then
remember
to
that.
Texas, then to Alaska, then to Arizona, then to here.
That's right. That's right. Military
Just
brat.
that-
Okay.
Yep, military kid.
I forgot. I gotta keep my fact sheets up here. So
Yeah, no
I don't
kidding,
ask
so
the
do
same
I.
stupid questions.
I'm gonna have to start
That,
getting
I
a
just
book and
asked
write
that.
this crap
I asked
now.
that for the viewing audience,
Yes.
so everybody else could know.
Makes sense.
And I'm not from Iowa. I'm from
It's not that
Pennsylvania.
I didn't know.
Yeah, totally.
None of
So
us are
do-
actually
let's-
from
let's
where
go.
we
I'm
live.
Gonna, I'm gonna roll this back. I'm gonna roll wildly enough. I'm gonna roll this back to the dash panel discussion.
Okay.
In that dash panel free pack, do you get the one that looks like gauges?
Yeah.
Just gauges? I
Yeah.
mean, not all that funny business.
Yeah.
Because I basically am old school. I like to look at gauges. I mean, digital is nice sometimes.
I just like I haven't tried the digital. I just tried the first one that came with it just to make sure it worked. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the basic Motul, the green on black on green. I don't mind that. But when they're too colorful, they're distracting to me. You
Well,
know?
I'll load them up. But
And I saw that you can also you can actually
might make-
create your
yeah,
own
yeah.
whatever you want.
if
can
you just
put the
want
information you want up
RPMs,
there.
they just have the RPMs.
Yeah.
Just the RPM
And they got all
style.
those colorful lights to tell you where you're at in your.
No, there's no
range
there's no lights. Oops. There's no lights. It's
Yeah,
a,
I'm looking at them.
It's a dial. It's a dial. Look at the screen. It's a dial. Period.
Where?
Right here on the screen. Look at your YouTube. There's just a dial.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about just wanting RPMs. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got.
You just a dial.
Okay, so do they have the one that has that? I think it has a speedometer and it has the rev meter in the middle. It has a what else does it have? It's
No,
a
I
gas gauge.
There's this one. Has the
is
gears,
that?
the gears, miles per hour, and the tack, and that's it.
Oh, that's pretty good. And then you can add things to the sides, right?
Right. You can
add
you can make your
you
own.
can add a gas gauge or whatever, because that's
Yeah.
what I want is a gas gauge.
Well, you'd have to
Give me
buy.
a gas gauge, and then you can also put your tire heat temps in there too, right?
I don't think so.
That's maybe that you gotta buy that. is that what it-
Probably. This is the one you're
Because-
probably talking
Because I'm
about right
looking at
here.
one. I'm going back. I gotta come back to you.
This
Yeah,
is-
that's the one I like. I like
yeah,
that.
just the tack, the
That's old
speedometer,
school,
gas,
old school
and a
analog
light.
gauges. Oh, analog gauges. I love. Look at that big gas gauge. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all on here.
That's a.
I'll walk you through it. And there's they even have the
You're
F40.
making me. You're gonna make me dig out my tablet, aren't you? You're just gonna.
Well,
make me
you
do it.
know, it's something. I keep mine right on my desk. Then they have the classic F1.
You can put that on your phone too, can't you?
Yeah, you can put it on your phone. It's awful small, unless you got one of the newer phones.
Yeah. I need my tablet. It's big.
Yeah.
I'm worried because my tablet's slow.
No, it should be okay.
So I don't use it because our phones are so much higher technology than our tablets. It's funny.
Really?
Yeah,
This
for the
is-
most part.
this
My
is
phone is my phone is a full-on big old computer. I mean, really.
Then there's
I
just
thought
a
about
gear
doing that.
indicator. That's
Okay.
if you just want a
I'm
gear
digressing.
indicator, there you go. There's just a gear indicator. Boom.
There's times when I get lost what gear I'm in.
Me
What
too.
gear am I?
Me too. That's why
When
I
I
like
get
having.
down low, sometimes I'll be in second. I'll go throw it into second first, and suddenly I'm
spinning
smoking tires and stopping and spinning. It's like, well, how did I get down here so low? Because what I find is that as I'm running, as I get more comfortable, I want a little bit more coming off the turns and stuff. So I'll start dropping down from third to second, and then I forget that I'm in after the first few laps or whatever. First while that I'm in that mode, I forget and I grab one more gear and it's first, and suddenly I'm sliding through the turn.
That's the Cup Car 2017 dashboard.
That's it. The Cup Car. Ooh, pretty.
Shiny.
Well, yes, because of lights. It's got the track temp, air temp, laps, and position. Well, it says KPH. I don't know how to I have to go in the editor and change that.
We've neglected. We've really seriously neglected one thing here.
What did we neglect?
Hi, Tamara.
She can't hear it. I'm on the headphones. Well,
Well, we can. We're saying hi. We're trying to be polite, and you're just being
I know.
A Tigg.
Oh.
You're being a Tigg.
They said hi,
being a
honey.
Tigg.
She says hi back. Well, I wonder how you can change KPH to freaking miles per hour on this thing, because I actually have it in the.
Hey, there's probably a button.
There probably is. You can hear them talking? Well, yeah, there is a button right here. It's in the setups, but when I went to that,
setups, there's a button. Boom. Now what?
Yeah.
Now what?
Now what? I don't know.
Can you get your tire temps on there? Can you get your tire temps on there?
I didn't see anything that says tire temps on anywhere.
I'm looking right on the Steam page. I'm looking right at it. It's got tire temps.
Well, you probably make your own. Make your own. I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can put all the information. You can your last lap, your sectors, everything.
Oh, that's all I care about. That I just leave the thing up from the sim for the tires. Me personally.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to be looking at all this stuff. Here you go, lap.
It's right there.
It tells you how far. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we know you how you are.
I think, okay, I'd just like to make a program suggestion at this point. I think you need to have video running in the background, not pictures.
Oh.
It's the 2000. It's the 22nd century here.
No, it's not.
The 21st century.
Yeah, it's still the 21st century.
Still 21st.
I don't have that many videos.
If it was 22nd,
so.
It'd be if it was 22nd, I'd be in Starfleet.
So, son of a car. Son of a.
Doesn't have to be your. It could be a video of what we're talking about.
I don't
Steam and.
Well, I
put on one of the videos for the dash panel. That would be interesting.
Is there a video for that?
Since we're discussing the dash. Yeah, they got videos on there.
I didn't even look. I just downloaded it. What the hell?
Dash panel videos.
There's my Steam.
You or create your own from scratch. There's a 1 minute and 20-second video.
Just
put it on the loop.
So what's the next topic we're doing?
The next, okay. Professor is done with this topic. Look at this last lap fuel average. I love this one. This one's so good. It's got everything on it. Tire pressures, tire temps, tire picture. It's got fuel
look at
laps.
that. Look at this. The picture. This guy made it look like an F1 car.
Isn't that clever?
Uh-huh.
Made a little frame. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
He loves it. He's the guy that designed it. He owns it. It's his program, I bet.
Probably.
No, it's a client.
There's no announcement.
I could read that.
There's nothing to read.
I know. Go back to the pictures.
There was just the one.
Make it interesting. Go to the pictures. Make that full screen.
Yes,
go
mother.
Back to the pictures.
Yes,
the videos.
mother.
Go back to the videos.
I don't even see videos.
Producing.
I don't even see videos.
There's a video. Go back to the main store page. Store page. They've been doing this since 2002.
Yeah. I don't see a main store page.
Go back to
I'm
your
lost.
store.
Go back to my store.
You are lost.
I am lost. I'm always lost. What else is new?
Okay, dash panel. Click on that. Gosh.
See, now you got me. See, now you're behind me.
Let's move. Ian's ready for a new topic. Let's go to a new topic. I don't think we finished that discussion on the NASCAR.
We never.
Did we?
We never will.
Did we? Who's retiring this week? Have we heard any more news about who's retiring?
I've heard two. I've heard two. I've heard, of course, we all know that Casey Kane.
Yeah.
We've all heard that.
Yep. Okay.
And the other one
I
I've
heard Elliott Sadler.
Elliott Sadler. I actually have not heard of Elliott Sadler. I've not paid attention to Elliott Sadler since he went down to Xfinity.
Elliott Sadler's retiring. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
Done.
And supposedly, you ready for this one? Brad Keselowski.
What? Oh, Brad. Okay, I'm going on the rumors page here. I'm looking. Brad Keselowski. BK. BK, where are you? There you are. BK rumors. Wanted list. How old is this? 5 days ago.
Yeah.
This is old.
It's not that old.
So much.
Oh.
No, he says. It says he's Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, optimistic about prospects of Mustang and Cup. That's what it says.
Well, yeah, but that's this rumor I just heard like yesterday or 2 days ago, tops, about him retiring. Because of the rumor that I heard, and again, everything I've heard is from a non-official source, non-reliable, not 100% reliable source. The rumor is that he said that he's not happy with the direction NASCAR is going.
What have you heard, Professor?
Just what I said.
Yeah, I've heard about a similar thing, but I'm not sure until we get a more legitimate source. I think I found something similar on Reddit, but then again, you can't trust Reddit everything.
No.
A credible source.
You can't trust it at all.
Most of my rumors, like that one guy who thought Kyle Busch Motorsports was moving up to a Cup Series of Kurt Busch. He was so certain he tried to act like it was official. He had insider scoop. Yeah, right.
Yeah, insider. What does that mean?
Insider my ass.
Yeah.
That's not what I can freaking click.
Okay, Scout.
But
The
yeah,
question is, what will
I'm not finding anything.
Motorsports do with their fourth charter? Because
Who?
Front Row Motorsports, they bought out BK Racing. What do they do with their fourth charter now?
Are they leasing it to somebody else? Are they leasing it to somebody else right now?
Well, the dirt charter is being leased to TriStar. Yeah, this is why I don't like the charter system's just a mess. It's tricky to keep track of things like. Seriously, if you got enough money to run the full schedule, you should be able to run the full schedule, or whether you have a charter or not. They're supposed to give teams incentive to stay and build profit. Yeah, the charters are worth nothing. The charters have added no worth to the teams.
No, and it
barely
doesn't
done anything to the small organizations.
and not help things.
No.
Yeah,
I'm going to J-Ski just to see what's.
J-Ski.
J-Ski got any?
He's not as good as he used to be.
No, ever since ESPN sucked him up.
Yep. There you have double picture me on the screen. There you go. Yeah, triple picture me too. Look at that. Ooh, that's just scary.
Yeah, the lighting. The lighting is amazing today.
What, my lighting? I can just turn it off.
Yeah. This is your best
yeah,
lighting.
so
This is your best lighting ever.
Well,
no.
Well, that's because I figured out
This
how
is the
to.
best lighting ever. This isn't bad either. This isn't bad.
Also, rumors of Ryan Priest, Daniel Hemrick
I look orange.
moving to JTG to play Stinger potentially.
Oh, here.
Dinger's got a 2020 contract.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly someone else had like a contract, a long contract, but is bought out. What was it? Maybe Kane.
Yeah,
or
I'll tell you
something?
one thing. If Dinger's leaving there, I hope so. I hope someone pick him up that has a decent car. I mean, really.
Never gonna happen.
Or he'll go to Indy or something. My God, I was
he
so
needs to go
sick
back
when
to
he
Indy. Did he start in Indy?
When he signed that 20? No, yeah, he started in Champ Car. Yeah.
Yeah, he should go back there.
Where he had
Ramping.
several wins.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the money, since the money is no longer the big thing. I mean, I think NASCAR's probably still good money, but since it's come down so much, there may not be such an advantage to being. But when he signed that 2020 contract a year ago or 2 years ago, I was sick. I thought, oh God, he's going to be here forever doing this.
Where the money, it's where the money was. I don't know if it still is, but it was there.
That's what I'm saying. I think so now. I don't know, but if he signed a 2020 contract, that money had to be locked in.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Or they're going to renegotiate his contract, or unless they renegotiate
but they said, hey,
it.
we're going to have to let you. Of course, what would they say? We're going to let you go, or you take less money.
Close the team. Isn't that JTT Doherty with whoever they're with now?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're using.
We started with Waltrip. Well, first they started by themselves and couldn't field a car. So then
RCR engines, I think.
Yeah. Then they went to Waltrip, and now who are they with now? RCR?
Nobody.
No, they're using. There's sort of partial Hendrick, partial
Are they a
RCR.
Are they?
Yeah, they're using a Hendrick engines or chassis or something in a type. Actually, before Michael Waltrip, they're partnered up with the Wood Brothers.
That's right.
Well, that's when
that's when Wood Brothers. I mean, they can barely field a car themselves. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
As great as team as they have been in the past, they are not the team they used to be. But anyway.
So they have sort of returned a bit with Penske. It's a shame Blaney was poached and Menard just doesn't seem to be able to cut the cookies, let's just say.
I never understood that because Menard was quite a good racer early on. When he was in Trans Am, he was good. I don't understand why he's just lost his edge or what. I don't know. Maybe he got comfortable. I don't know.
Blaney needed more seasoning. I hate to tell you that.
I don't know.
So did even though
Blaney has it.
Even though Trevor Bain won the Daytona 500, he was not ready to come to Cup, and he's proven that. He's still not ready for Cup, and he's probably not going to be around much longer anyway because of his disease. It's only a matter of time before his disease gets the best of him, which they always brush under the rug. They don't talk about it. They don't do anything about it. They just kind of brush it under the rug.
Rumors of Trevor Bain replacing Elliott Sadler at Junior Motorsports. That's abound.
That's not that won't be good. Okay, it's Junior Motorsports. Let's see if Junior tags the kid he likes the best to drive the car. He's already got one Iowa, and he might as well get another one. Am I wrong? Have a whole Iowa connection? You know that's where Michael Annette's from, right? It's from Iowa, right? He's from Des Moines.
Yeah.
He's from Des Moines. He used to play for the Waterloo Blackhawks.
He's a hot rod. He's a hot foot, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean he went up the Cup way too soon with
and
BK
that
or
just
whoever.
hasn't been the same after his injury. He was really quick early on, but he just hasn't been the same after his injury. I think he suffered from the same thing many other drivers have, like Steve Park, Casey Kane. After a major injury, they're just unable to really regain their form because before Kane's injury in 2014, 2013, he was actually running pretty well. Then he got injured and was never the same again.
Well, Casey Kane's been in crap equipment since then too.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't care who's the team owner. There's only so much money to go around. That's why the 88 car has 15 major sponsors, because you need the money. Okay, so you have Jimmy Johnson, you had Jeff Gordon, and you had Dale Earnhardt Jr. on your team. To me, the best business choice Hendrick could have made is just field those three guys, because the redheaded stepchild was Casey Kane. Casey Mears was the redheaded stepchild there too. Kyle Busch was the redheaded stepchild.
And which car were they in?
The 25.
The 5.
The 5 and the 25.
The same car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before Junior came on board, actually before they expanded to 4 cars even with Jimmy Johnson, but the
They were
third
5
car
cars at
was
one point.
still... Yeah, Terry Labonte and Brad Keselowski running part-time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Keselowski thought it was his ride.
You did.
Yep.
You should have had that ride.
So what about Martin Truex and the Furniture Row thing?
Yeah, Furniture Row.
They said they're definitely not shutting down. So
they just bought
what's the
something.
story?
Didn't they just buy the remains of Red Bull Racing, BK Racing?
No, that was Front Row Motorsports.
Oh, Front Row. That's another
That's why
joke.
they have 4 charters under the name.
They'll
But
sell
the
them.
fact they only have the money to field 2.
And they're able to put but they're
still
putting
fielding them.
signage on the cars.
Yep. Most races. Well, yeah, it's not hard to get sponsors anymore. Small sponsors, because there's only 38 cars showing up per race. When
with viewership coming down, that's a tougher sell. I mean, look at
yeah.
Okay, so do you think Jimmy Johnson's already got his sponsor?
Yeah, they're waiting till the
And
end
they're
of the
just
year.
waiting to announce.
They're waiting till the end of the
So
year.
they'll either wait till he's out of the
Or better yet,
championship.
no. What they're going to wait for is the end of the
Most
year.
people think he is. But
He is.
do
Somebody
you
else
think
is
they'll
gonna-
go all the way to November? They'll go to November on this.
They're going to go all the way to the award ceremony.
January.
Yeah, the award ceremony. And we're 10-1. They'll announce a new sponsor or his
No,
retirement.
they're not going to go to an award ceremony.
Oh, yeah,
They're
they
not
are.
gonna wait
Well, it's
that
only a week later after the
they're
season's
not.
done. Oh, yeah.
No. As soon as that car is off the track for 2018, they will announce.
You think that soon?
At the latest,
Well, that's a week.
because if I'm putting $15 million
don't
into
think so.
sponsorship as the primary, guess what? I want my name on that car as soon as
Lowe's backs out.
Lowe's comes off.
I don't
As soon
think.
as Lowe's comes off that car, I want to see my car in the commercials. Guess what? We're the sponsor for Jimmy Johnson and his race for 8. I mean, whatever they're gonna call it. They're gonna tune it up. And
They haven't even kind of
you know,
mentioned that this year at all, that he was going for his 8th.
well, because he's not.
Well,
not.
even
Because he's irrelevant this year.
Well, they didn't
mean,
even
barely.
start out in the beginning of the year talking about it. Daytona, they barely touched on the fact that he was in the running for his 8th. I honestly think that the announcers and everybody else, Jimmy Johnson's just going to be a figurehead. He's done racing.
Jimmy Johnson is 14th currently.
Yeah.
And he's got he's
That's
like
after yesterday, right?
he's 31 points behind Eric Jones, which is what, a race?
Yeah. Eric
That's a
Jones.
race.
Think about it. Eric Jones.
Eric Almirola.
Yeah, he's in the
Is-
championship
is-
hunt. That cracks me up.
He's 54 points. Ryan Blaney's 733 points in 7th place. I mean, really.
Yeah, and these
There's-
guys aren't even.
Where's
these
look at that
guys-
Keselowski. The Penske is 6, 7, and 8 right standing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Since we're talking about that particular.
And look
I-
at Joe Gibbs. You got Kyle Busch up there.
Yeah.
He's 43 points ahead of Harvick.
Yeah.
And then you got Stewart, you got Furniture Row, then you got Stewart, Penske, Ganassi, Gibbs, Hendrick. The first Hendrick car is 11th.
Yeah, and that's Chase Elliott with 1 win.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott with 1 win. That's right.
1 win.
Then you got Eric. You got Eric at Stewart Haas. You got Joe Gibbs. Where is Hamlin? Hamlin's up at 10th. No win.
No.
Eric Hall. Yeah, so there's look at Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman he's a bulldog.
I
He's
thought
17th.
once you had a win.
He's 12 points out. Yeah, he's 12 points out.
Look how high William Byron is.
Where is he?
He's
William Byron's 21st.
Yeah.
He's like 200. He's 150 points out.
Yeah.
No, was he? No, he's not. He's 50 points out. The Stenhouse is 16th right now at 493.
Well, technically, Stenhouse is out because Dylan has a win.
Austin Dillon had a win. That's
Yeah,
right.
he won Daytona.
Well,
So
so
why doesn't this
Wonderful.
reflect that? Why doesn't this reflect
it's
that?
not. It's by.
As it goes,
This is
By
just
points.
point standings. I'm just looking at point standings.
Yeah,
guys.
it should be
That's interesting. Yeah, it's the way.
playoff
yeah,
standings. Here it is. You got to click
if you're
playoff
already in the
standings.
playoffs, they should just be.
You
They
got
should just be up there.
You
with
got to
the-
click playoff
That's why I
standings
hate
at the
this
top.
point system.
Yeah, I know. So do I.
That's why I hate the point system
Yeah,
because
so
it's
do
like
I.
you get one win. You get one win in
You're in.
February, and you're parked. I mean, you don't have to worry.
Well,
Just
this is what I
cruise the
don't
rest of the year.
understand. Kyle Larson is in 12th with 0 playoff points, and Denny Hamlin's got 2, and he's underneath them. This is weird. Wins. Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Kurt Busch, It's going to come down to the top four. Clint Boyer, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, and Kevin Harvick. That's going to be your final four in Miami. Unless something really drastic happens, that's your final four. I don't care what the rest of these guys are going to do. They're not in it. It's these four guys. They're the
top four right now?
Yeah, they're in it.
Kurt, Truex, Harvick, and Busch?
Yep.
I don't know about
that.
No,
you're looking at the
wrong.
wrong.
Could sneak one.
Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, and Clint Boyer. Those are your.
What about Larson?
He's not going to make it. He's going to get knocked out.
You don't think Larson's? Of course, he's going the wrong direction right now.
Yeah, and he's not. Yeah. He's in 12th. He's not going to make it.
Oh, so who's hot right now? Chase Elliott's hot right now.
Yeah, he'll make the final 8, but he'll get knocked out in the final 8.
So if this were the list going in, you think Austin Dillon? Hey, this list makes no sense. I got to go to NASCAR.com.
Yeah, you got to go to NASCAR.com and then click playoff standings at the top of the standings.
Ian, you're awful quiet about all this. What's going on?
He doesn't have enough.
I'm just paying attention.
He's learning.
Well, we want to hear what you have to say, Sage.
Well, maybe he don't know.
Well, I'd say Ryan Blaney, but Ryan Blaney has quick cars. I just think he tears up his equipment too early, because he's fast early in the race. By the end of the race, he's nowhere.
That's because he has no experience. He did not spend enough time in the lower series to learn how to drive a freaking car. They move. That's where NASCAR's going to go. You're going to have all these big names all of a sudden. Jimmy Johnson's almost 50 years old now. Most of these guys are in
46.
Yeah, that's almost 50. Come on now, think about it.
Jimmy Johnson's in 15th right now.
Yeah.
But he's safely in there because Alex Bowman's is
Ryan Blaney's been
111 points ahead.
Spent 2 full seasons of truck season, then 9 in 2012, 5 in 2015. But he spent about half to a third of a season Xfinity for a handful of years. And then he's been running since 2015, so he doesn't have much experience, but he's better off than some guys like William Byron or Eric Jones.
Well, if you want to really look at the experience thing, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He went right into. I don't think he spent any time in truck. I don't remember that far back.
He had 2 years in Busch.
Yeah, and won the championship.
He won 2 championships.
He won 2.
Both of them.
Both of them. That's because of the equipment. And then he moves up the Cup after 2 years, and look what happened. If he
hang on a second, I'm gonna be FK for a second.
Okay. He's BFK.
Actually, DEI, I think it's also partially due to DEI falling off because look at 2004, he could have had the championship. He was a contender. Even 2003 and 2002, the team was still pretty strong. Never really. It wasn't until around 2004, 2005-ish when DEI started going down the shitter that
that's because nobody was.
He started falling off.
That's because he was already rumbling at that point. He was leaving.
Yeah.
He was as soon as the 2000. Well, you may not remember this, and it was not played up very well. They talked about it during one race, and they didn't talk about it in the news. 2004, when Michael Waltrip...
All right, he's back. He's back, and he's live.
Yeah. 2003, when Michael Waltrip won the Daytona 500, and all that year, he did actually better than Dale Earnhardt Jr., even though he got more turn-up cars. Michael Waltrip's not the greatest driver, but he's a fair driver. The next year, 2004, Michael Waltrip was doing better than Dale Earnhardt. So what DEI decided to do... Why is that restarting? Anyway, they switched everything. All the equipment, all the shops, everything, because to see if it was the car or the driver. And nothing changed. Actually, Michael Waltrip got worse, and so did Dale Earnhardt. Right there, that should be everybody's clear tell sign that Dale Earnhardt Jr. was never the driver they wanted him to be. But nobody wanted to.
Well, Waltrip in 2004, at best, he was 16th in points.
No, he was up higher than that. Or maybe it was 2005.
Look at Racing Reference.
Maybe it was
I'm
2005.
looking
I
on
don't.
racing
I'm going
reference.
by memory. I'm not looking on the internet, cheating by looking on the internet. You know.
What do you
Well,
mean cheating?
his
What do you
best
mean
year
cheating?
was
What do you mean cheating? There's no cheating. What is cheating? He's using the reference.
All right, look at
his
2005.
best season
Cheating.
was 2002 when he finished 14th in the
He had-
standings.
and he
Well,
won
that's when he-
Talladega and Daytona, didn't he?
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
Actually, no, in 2002 he only won one race. It was in 2003 that he won Daytona and Daytona.
Yeah.
2002 he only won Daytona.
And who won the chase that year?
There was no chase that year.
It was
Ah,
Tony Stewart who
He
was
didn't
the
win the chase.
champion.
He didn't win. There was no chase that year.
yeah, I know.
That was the year when Sterling Marlin had a shot.
That was great. I loved that year. That was a good year.
All those years were.
I
good.
loved Sterling Marlin and that Kodak and that Coors car. That was so sharp. Coors Light car. Yeah. And that Kenseth won in what 20? What?
Well,
We're
somebody
talking
just said-
2002, right?
I don't know.
Kenseth
I'm
won
lost.
in 03.
Yeah, he was 03, as we should all know because of NASCAR.
Yeah, 2003, Dale Jr. was second in points and then finished the year third. I don't know where you're coming from, Tig, but Waltrip wasn't even close. 2004.
You're looking at the end of the season standings. You're not looking during the season standings. There was.
Well, even then, 2004,
Can I finish?
he was first from race 8.
I'm gonna boo you in about 2 seconds
Who
if
ran
you
the
don't.
fourth? Oh, so Terry
I'm
Labonte
getting
was
my
Terry Labonte
years
still,
wrong. That's
in
probably what I'm-
2003. In 2003, was Terry Labonte still with Hendrick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was the
Hendrick
fourth
at-
guy. He was the
Yeah.
fourth guy,
Yep.
and he had a win that year.
Yep.
I'm going to compare 2003. I got both stats. Waltrip was up there around 5th, 6th in points around the midpoint of the season. Dale Jr. was around 2nd and 3rd midpoint of the season. So they both were generally about equal. At best, Waltrip was equal to Jr., but if not slightly worse.
I might have my year wrong. It could be another year because I remember distinctly that they switched all their equipment around because Waltrip was doing better.
2005.
Well, then
No,
2005.
2004. Yeah, 2005 was the year Junior suffered because they took all of his equipment and switched to Waltrip. Waltrip didn't do much better, and Dale
That's
Jr.
what I
fared
just-
worse.
That's
Was that Tony Uri?
just what I just said. I
Jr.
just got my
left
year
him too?
wrong. No, like, you're-
Okay.
that's just what I said, but I just got my year wrong. That's all.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I think that was the year he left about halfway through the season.
Yeah. Michael Waltrip pretty much had to pull off a top 10 points finish and make the chase, or he was done for the year.
There was
Or
no
else he was
there
out. That was the
again,
deal.
2004 was no
again, what
chase.
year? About now? What year?
What
are
year
we
did they
talking
start
about?
the stupid chase?
2005.
2005.
No, 2004 was the first year of the chase because Kurt
Really?
Busch
Been
won.
It's been that
Kurt
long?
Busch won it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been around longer than you expect.
Well, then I
Yeah.
care to remember, actually.
See, I sort of know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you don't want to listen either.
But he's in his wheelhouse, so shut up, Tig.
Yeah, I'm going by memory on most of this crap, and he's looking it up on the internet.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and you're beyond the years, and you're expiring. It's
Well,
reached
let's see. In
expiring
2000,
expiration
in
date.
2000, what year was it? 2005 was one of the years. Was one of my really messed up years. I moved like 3
Six.
times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
2005.
It was a bad
It's
year.
a lost year.
It was
Okay,
a
check
bad
this
year.
out. This is 2005. The standings. Tony Stewart wins.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Mark Martin. Top 4 drivers, all retired.
All retired.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman, Matt Kenneth is almost retired. Rusty Wallace retired. Jeremy Mayfield lost.
Lost. Drug dealer.
And then
drug
Kurt
addict.
Busch, and then Jeff Gordon finished 11th, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Jamie McMurray, is Jamie McMurray gone? We don't know that for sure yet.
He's
do
still
we?
running the one
Not
car,
yet.
isn't he?
Yeah, but I think the rumor is, the hot rumor is that's Kurt Busch's ride next year.
Yeah, I know.
That he's bringing Monster with him, and it's going to be the Monster #1.
Well, who's pulling out of the #1 then? The McDonald's or
McMurray.
No, I mean which sponsor's pulling out?
Oh, I don't know because you're not going to have McDonald's and
Monster Energy. No,
Monster
because those are two different companies.
Because they're not affiliated with Coke.
Nope. Exactly.
So, that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna work.
They eventually will be bought by one of the big soft drink companies, but not yet.
I don't think so. Monster's got their hands.
I think so.
No, I don't think Monster will. Red Bull maybe. I think Red Bull is already owned by Coke. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they're.
Let me use the magical power of the internet.
Yeah, use the magical power to you go.
You go, boy.
You go, young man. We don't call them boys anymore. We call them young men. We must be nice.
Well, when you're older, you get to call them boys.
Yeah, I know we're older.
And when they're old, and when we're older, we want to be called boys.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, it's an Austrian company.
Yeah, it's Austrian.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's not owned by any particular company.
I have never even sipped.
Yeah, Red Bull's Austrian.
I've never even sipped.
That's why
never had.
My mom drinks Red Bull a lot.
Tell her to stop.
it's only good. It's only good with vodka.
Change the page there, Tig. Come on, that's old.
She drinks Red Bull and coffee and various stuff. She needs the caffeine or she's groggy all day.
Well, to deal with you,
Needs
I
the
need
energy and sugar.
If you were my kid,
Okay.
I'd
I
eat
don't
it
need
too.
So is one of the Gibbs drivers out for 2019?
Yeah, Suarez.
Not sure.
Where is Christian Bell going in 2019?
Who?
I think Bell said, even though he didn't want to run in our season, he's been confirmed to run in one more year in Xfinity.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to Cup.
They bring him up. Well, they're going to run out of drivers. They're running out of cars. They're going to run out of everything. Anywho.
They'll work out one of those.
Anywho, I'm feeling.
Maybe he'll end up in the 95.
What,
There's a
honey?
95 rumored to switch him to Toyota. Maybe that's where he'll end up.
Okay. Sorry about that. Household issues.
Yeah, that happens.
No, I know. Well,
Change the page. Change the page.
I will put
People
this out.
coming in.
Shout out to people. Thoughts and prayers to my wife's 80-year-old father. He's not doing well. Yeah. She's sick and she can't. She wants to go see him, but she's sick. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
that's not good.
Yeah.
What is this here? What was that? What was that picture?
What? This?
What was that Ferrari picture? With the Ferraris in the that? What's that?
One's a GTD. That's me before I painted my Bass L GTLM at Road America. These cars are fun as hell on Road America. At least the version I have.
There's a lot of interesting news on the Formula One side of things. Force India's been bought out, and it's now Racing Point
I saw
Force
that.
India.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ocon's likely moving to Force. It will be moving to Force India. I mean, Stroll will be moving to Force India. Ocon maybe will replace Van Dorn. There's a lot of changes on the F1 side, which I'm not used to. So many driver changes.
Well, they're becoming like
It needs to be mixed up.
like NASCAR. I hate to say that.
Oh my gosh.
They're becoming more and more
It's
like
hot.
NASCAR than anything else I've ever seen.
Look at that McLaren. That is one bad looking car.
Where did that go?
Nothing like McLaren.
Where did
It's
that go?
hot.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, look at it! Look at how hot it is! It's flying through the air, flying, busting up in pieces.
Look at that Haas car running up front. Oh, look at that Haas car. Let's hope for the Haas car.
You know, I don't actually mind the look of this car. The only thing I don't like the current F1
Which
car.
one?
The current, well, especially this the blue Red Bull.
Oh,
I
all
like
of them. You mean the F1 car
itself, except for the stupid halo.
Well, okay, what's that thing sticking up on this foreground blue Red Bull car? What is that thing sticking up at the wheel?
They all have
Right at the
the pie tot. That's what I call it. I don't know exactly what it is. But that's
P-dot tube?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. Well, look at
What
look at the three Red Bull. It's real small on that one, and it's huge on the blue one.
They got a fairing on that one.
Yeah, and it's got multiple
That
tubes.
makes it faster.
Yeah. Well, look at the.
I think the
look at
the thing on the
Ferrari.
front is a nose cam or something. It's supposed to be a nose
Oh,
cam.
yeah, I bet you it is. I bet you it is.
Well, look at the Ferrari.
The Ferrari's got one too.
It's just got a little
tiny.
box, yeah. That's the only. Well, you can't really tell what's on the McLaren since it's flying, but you know.
Yeah.
That's how fast it is.
Yeah.
Who nailed him? Who nailed him? That's what I want to know. Somebody
There's the
nailed him.
Force India car. It doesn't have it on it at all. In the next
Where's
picture.
the Force India?
The next
Which one's
picture.
the Force India?
The pink one. They're pink.
They're not pink.
Yeah, they're pink. They're pink. That's their color. They're pink.
I wish I liked them cars, but I don't. They're too long.
Yeah, they're definitely. There's your McLaren. There's your little tube on the front of that. See, it's just a little tube on that. It's not a
Got
can.
rain tires. Look at them rain.
Look at the water flying off of that. That's cool as shit. That's actually a cool picture. Other than this tablet in it. All right, what's this last picture?
Do not care. Do not care for that halo thing. That's
No, I don't either. But again, it's it's safety, so they got to figure. It's I've heard rumors again that that's just a temporary fix for driver head
I'm
protection.
sure they don't even see it.
They do.
They don't see it.
Well,
I'm
they
sure,
don't, but I do.
I'm sure they don't even see it.
No.
You know, you're so focused when you're driving, you don't see it.
Some of them have
It's just-
complained
Yeah,
they
when
can
you're
say
in
it.
first, the reason why I see it on the sim is because, well, if you're in VR, you probably wouldn't notice it because VR so simulates what the driver actually sees in the cockpit. Surprisingly, they don't notice it too much from what
Yeah,
I've heard.
you look right past it.
Yeah, because the eyes focus past the halo.
Okay. Mick did a driver's choice. What the heck?
Yeah, it's another F1. I saw that pop up on my.
Who will partner Hartley at Toro Rosso since Gasly's moving up to Red Bull? Who do you think will replace him? Because you know Danny Rick's at Renault for next year. Also, you know Kubica's moving up to Williams at least for the end of the year. Van Dorn might be replaced by Ocon. Ocon is being replaced by Stroll.
It's gonna make for an interesting year then, because all these new
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, good. They
That
need
might
new
make it
guys.
more interesting. Well, the problem is there are some old Goldies guys that are just gonna run.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Did I lose?
Because it needs.
Am I losing internet?
Are you losing internet?
I don't know. You're fading in and out.
Is it me? Maybe it's me. Let's see. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
I moved my mic.
Look
My
at
mic
that.
was
Look what's on the screen. Oh, she's pretty.
Oh yeah.
She's pretty.
That
What
is-
car is
That's
that?
a Ferrari.
It's an old. Yeah, it's a.
What model?
It's an F1 car from like 71
one or two.
or 2. Yeah, it's got to be that old. It's got to be 72 or 3, maybe.
Oh, look.
It ain't 71. I don't think it's 71.
Yeah.
I mean, not
It's
even-
done odd news. Calvin's almost finished the '98 Cast Car Series set. So he got another car set.
Stenod? Car sets?
Yeah, it's done on.
We're talking Tigg is live. Come join us. Oh, yeah, that was 11:22, and it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's been mostly just us. A little bit of Mick.
A little bit of Mick action.
Yeah, well, we'll pick up. There's been a couple people in and out. We'll pick up. Don't worry none, boys. Don't worry none, boys.
Scintillating conversation.
Yes, it is. Where am I going? I don't even know what I clicked. Oh, I clicked
What
my...
did you click?
I clicked Cricket. I can't see through my face. That's my phone company. If you want good phones for a cheap price, that's where to go. Cricket.
I've heard that.
We pay $90, $100 for 3 lines with unlimited everything. So, and if we had 4 lines, if we could have used 4 lines, we could have got the same price. But since we only have 3, you know, 4 is the way to go. If you got 4, if you use 4 phones, that's the company to go for. $100, unlimited everything, and they good phones. I mean, they had the Galaxy 9 for $499.99. Woohoo! Actually, I held that when I was in the store the other day. That is small compared to the Apple phone, which they do have. But anyway, we digress away from
Coffee with Tig, brought to you by Cricket Phones.
Yeah, maybe they can give me some money, huh?
Yeah,
Because,
or
you
a
know,
free month of phone use.
yeah, no kidding. So I can find a job.
You should do a Cricket car.
Oh, well.
Get yourself a little pink Cricket car.
No, these guys on it. They're weird animated thing. Anyway. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, that job, they pretty much told me I had it when I interviewed, and then I called them 2 days later. Oh, we decided not to fill that position. That's
what I say when I don't hire somebody and they call me.
We decided. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, it's not. It's because I don't speak Española. That's what I think it comes down to. Española.
Could be. Well, learn it. It's easy.
No.
No, it's not.
I can't even learn German.
English is actually the hardest languages
to learn if it's not your first language. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the sad part,
we got this one.
Yeah, the same different word means three different things. Spelled the same words, two words spelled exactly the same mean two entirely different things.
Yeah, they don't.
Wind
do
and
that.
wind.
They don't do that.
Prime example.
What?
Wind and wind.
Oh.
Spelled exactly the same, two different meanings.
True that. Mm-hmm. True that.
Mm-hmm. And three words, two different meanings, three different meanings, spelled three different ways, pronounced exactly the same way. There. There. If you want to know why I don't go on Facebook, is there is and your. You there and your are my two biggest ones that I complain about. Put the apostrophe in it.
And an E.
And an E. And a U. And not why you are. Oh my God. There's sometimes when I'm on Facebook and my kids post something that somebody else posted and they use the simple language. I just want to reach through my screen and smack my child.
What,
for posting
you
that.
are?
Yeah, you are. I hate that. Oh God, I hate that. There is no limitation on how long your post can be in Facebook. Now I understand Twitter. If you can't get it out in 140 characters, that's fine. If you've got that big of a thought that you need to get out, that's fine. But Facebook, there is no character limitations as far as I've ever seen. I just read one yesterday that was like, I don't know, I had to scroll 3 times to read it all. So, you just click continue reading and it's all there. There's no limitations.
People in my generation are just so used to it. It's become engraved in the vocabulary.
Lazy. And then school systems let it get away. That's a discussion I don't even want to get into, our school systems. What went on in IndyCar? Who that the guy was hurt last week. He's breathing on his own.
Robert Wickens.
Yeah, I can never think of his name. Wickens, Robert. Yeah.
That guy.
They took him off the respirator yesterday, and he's breathing on his own. So there we go. That's
good.
That's good.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. He'll probably never race again, but he will live. Thank God. That's what we don't like to hear him.
Shame, he was shaping up to a pretty good wheelman. He had some pretty decent talent.
This new car, it seems like you need to have a little bit of talent to drive it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. Separates the boys from the men.
Uh-huh. Where's the point standings on this freaking site? Oh, rank. Scott Dixon is your 3-race winner. He's got 563 points. There's some top 5 overall. I like IndyCar, but I never sit around and watch it.
Yeah, same.
You don't sit around and watch anything.
I know. I don't sit around. I'm too busy.
Yeah, I only sometimes sit around and watch NASCAR.
Marco Andretti
That's
is
my
still trying
bread
to
and
drive.
butter.
I don't even watch that.
Yep.
He's not driving. What's he driving?
He's driving.
He's driving for
Oh,
Andretti.
Marco.
Marco.
I thought you said Michael.
No, Michael.
don't
No,
know.
he's too old. He's our age. He's too old. I can't believe Tony Kanan's still running. He surprises me. Because he's really, he was a great driver, but he's getting a little old.
But I was so glad to see him sign with Foyt, and he's making a difference. They came in 3rd and 4th?
No, he's ranked 16th
Or 2nd and 3rd?
And his teammate.
Where did they finish? 2nd and 3rd?
At Gateway?
Yeah.
Gateway's a race of survival.
Him and Boris said Jr.
Boris
said
his teammate,
What's his name? Bright Leist?
Leist, yeah.
Leist.
Matthias
Boris
Leist.
said Jr.
Yeah,
And the only way I know how to pronounce it is because I watched David Land.
All right,
He's where I get most of my IndyCar from.
Matthias Leist.
Yes, Leist.
Yeah, look at that hair. That's Boris said Jr. He just needs a mustache. And then you got Tony the Nose Canan. I like Tony. I do like Tony.
Yeah, former Indy winner.
I would love to see him put that 14 in the winner's circle at Indy. That would be so sweet. He was running it this year. Just didn't happen. Did not come together for him. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
I somehow clicked off of that.
Surprisingly, unlike Andretti Autosports, where Marco Andretti, Foyt actually knows you gotta put decent drivers in the car because you don't see AJ Foyt the fourth and Larry Foyt running.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're both. Larry Foyt runs the team, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does. I remember when Larry ran the Cup Series. He wasn't very good though.
Yeah, well.
Then
Imagine
again,
AJ Foyt's son driving for him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
a
people think that today.
tough road to hoe.
And I think people say that today with guys like the Dillon brothers running and Jeffrey Earnhardt and such.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's true. I forgot about that.
What's the race? What's the race this week in NASCAR?
There isn't one next week. I don't know.
Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, what is it? It's,
well, Portland's. I'd rather watch Portland than anything NASCAR's doing. I'm sorry to say.
Is it Bristol, Darlington? Darlington's next week.
Darlington. Oh yeah, that's
Best
actually
race of the year. You gotta watch that just for the paint.
Well, I can just look at the paint schemes before they're all wrecked anyway.
So Darlington's his last race of the regular season. Isn't Indy the first race, or is Indy the last race?
I don't know.
Playoffs.
No. The last, it's the Brickyard's the last one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you're on NASCAR.com, they put a little asterisk next to the cars that are.
Indy is the
last.
Indy is the last race.
And we got Vegas, Richmond, Charlotte. That's probably the only race. I'll probably watch the first 10 laps of Charlotte just to see the disaster that's going to be.
You ever go to that? You ever go to that Las Vegas race, Ian?
Well, but we don't really go when my dad's home from overseas because mom's not much an out of the house person. She sort of often has pains and is often tired and groggy, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep well and often deals with pain, so she doesn't really like going out and spending money and time and energy.
Yeah, sitting out there in the sun.
Oh, that's the best part of it, sitting out in the sun baking.
Bacon. I love bacon.
Don't we all?
Bacon.
We need to do
a new topic.
We need to do a car set with nothing but meat products on it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking.
Keep the camera on the Smithfield.
I can't believe the bacon thing is still going. Bacon.
What
has
bacon?
Been the thing. Bacon.
What about it?
Everything is bacon, 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 bacon on everything. Bacon, bacon.
Bacon ice cream.
It's still bacon. It's been bacon for years now.
No bacon.
Like 3 years or so. It's been bacon.
Well, it's been longer than that. Burger King had the what do you call it? The bacon ice cream for years.
King Bacon. Oh, bacon ice cream.
I said I never did try.
Burger
Bacon,
King had
bacon.
bacon ice cream.
Yeah, they had it. They had bacon ice cream.
Not out here.
And they had it out here.
But you got Wendy's got the Baconator, son of Baconator.
The Baconator is a ripoff of actually of a Midwest burger company called Checkers. They would. That
Checkers and Rallies.
No, yeah, Checkers and Rallies. Yeah. And they,
yeah.
What's the convenience store out your way?
The big one for me is Casey's.
Yeah.
It's Casey's.
Yeah. Casey's, yeah. I'm surprised I've not seen that on a race car.
You do out here.
My God, when we drove out there, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I could every intersection had one.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
They are on
The
race
big
cars out
company.
here. They sponsor a lot of racetracks around. They sponsor the Iowa Speedway.
Oh, so they're not sponsoring drivers or anything.
No, they have them on cars. Occasionally they're on cars, but they're the local guys.
I'm surprised
only
that's
local.
I'm surprised that's not on a NASCAR. Their door gets beat on twice a week. Hey, why don't you sponsor my car?
Well, I think they want to do somebody from the area. Well, that's just it because Brett Moffitt, Landon Castle, and Michael Annette are all from the area that they're in, and the only
So
one.
they have plenty of options of talented
Well,
drivers.
Michael Annette already has a local oil company on his car, so
Pilot Flying J.
yeah, that's another Midwest thing.
No, that's out here.
Well,
there's pilots in here,
but it started here.
They're
I've
up in
been to
Canada.
a pilot here in Vegas.
They're
It
up in
started
Canada
here
too.
in the Midwest. And actually in Iowa. That's why they sponsor him directly. Yeah, there's a lot of actually Blockbuster started in Iowa. Did you know that?
Now Blockbuster is dead buster.
Well, yeah. Everything comes around, goes around, dies again. But yeah, there's a lot of big companies that start out here in good old Iowa that nobody even knew.
Okay,
where it started.
I'm looking at rallies, and this is the list of the states: Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Ohio, Virginia, West Virginia. It didn't list Iowa.
Because they're under the name Checkers.
Oh. Really? Because I thought I saw rallies there.
No, not in Iowa. They're under the name Checkers.
I've not seen them in California. I'm looking to see where they're at in California.
Well, supposedly we have a Sonic here in Iowa, but I've never found it. Same thing with Long John Silver. There's supposedly a couple here in the state.
Well, there's one in Moreno Valley.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there are Checkers here in Vegas. I just never seen them.
Yeah.
Except for one, I think, a Walmart Supercenter.
They have the bacon. Their Baconator when they were doing it, it was like a half a pound of bacon on the burger. I'm dead serious. There was that much bacon.
There's a Rallies in Moreno Valley.
Where's that? I don't know where that's at.
Riverside Raceway Country.
No.
Riverside Raceway was never in Riverside. It's always been in Valley.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know these things.
It was actually in Edgemont, California. Yeah, so it's
well, Chicagoland's actually not in Chicago.
Speaking of Riverside, that gives me like an evil idea of what if I made a racetrack where you actually drive through the malls and buildings in the area on the path of the original course. That'd be funny, like driving through a shopping mall, like just blasting down the walls in like a race car. That would actually be an interesting gimmick track. I have some ideas for funny gimmick tracks that would just be fun. Like
you can't do that in NR2K.
Course by... Yeah.
Topic Riverside. Well, you can't hit any objects. It's either solid or it's invisible. You drive through it. Where in R Factor you can kick stuff around. Of course, every other sim too, but I just kicked around.
Yeah, I'd probably have like holes in the wall.
Yeah, that's about the only way to do it.
Think of it like Coconut Mall from Mario Kart, but only it's a real life circuit.
I've never played Mario Kart.
Yeah, there's this track that runs through a shopping mall, but think of it something like that. Just like only in the house area.
Isn't that where the track used to be, or is that
you run through the buildings?
Not. You're just showing me a picture of the beautiful mountain.
That's Day Street. That's Day Street and Gateway.
Yeah.
So that's where if you were gonna sit If you're going to sit in the start-finish stands, that's where you would go in.
Mm.
Or if you're going to sit in the S's, this is about Gateway Drive is about even with turn 2 at Riverside. This is where my doctor's office is. So every time I go to my doctor's, which is like 3 times a month
or more,
I have to drive right. Yeah, that view right there in 1989, you would have seen the turn 6 stands up there ahead. None of those trees would have been there.
Yeah, well, yeah, no kidding.
I'm just curious. Why does California, of all places, need more shopping malls? Like, seriously. Why did they need another shopping mall?
Get your finger out of my wound.
Is that
I'm just curious because
is that a Jimmy John's?
Put the
I'm
salt
hungry.
down, Ian. Ian, put the salt down.
Yeah, really. And
No
the butter.
salt.
And the butter. Is that a Jimmy John's right there on the right-hand side of the road?
No, it's a Panda
Oh,
Express.
Panda Express. That's terrible Chinese food. I
Fast
don't know why people
Chinese
eat there.
food.
That's terrible. Terrible Chinese food. Terrible.
I don't go there.
It's
I
nasty.
don't go there.
I don't like
I
Chinese
make
food
I
at
make
all,
my
really.
own. Because there's only one good place in Iowa to get it that I've ever been, and that's down in Pella, and it's not a bad drive, but I just don't feel like driving down there just for Chinese food, so I just make it myself. Oh, look at that! 5th place and 5th and 6th in 2000 or in F1. Both Red Bull drivers are within 2 points of each other. Gee, imagine that. Lewis Hamilton's 15 points or 17 points in front of the next guy. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What picture we got? Oh, there we go. IndyCar.
Cart.
IndyCar, cart, whatever.
Cart at Riverside.
Yeah.
Champ car, excuse me.
Yeah,
Champ
that
car
was
at Riverside.
well, that was IndyCar. That's what IndyCar. Which
That's like 1980, about 86, I think.
6.
Yeah, either one. Yeah. 84, 85.
Look at the groove on that track.
87, I think.
Or is that resurfaced?
Yeah. That's resurfaced and groove.
Is that you running around back there?
No.
No.
No, you're not in the white, but there's some guy.
I wasn't at that. I wasn't at this particular race.
Oh, what a crying shame! Look at all the people on the infield wall.
I was at this one. That's a 1969 Formula 5000 race.
Now, if I had a time machine, I could go back to the 70s. I'd probably see a race at Riverside just because, well, it seems like a really cool track from what I've heard from you, Bill.
Look at all the YouTube videos.
It sounds like it was a hoot. Yeah.
It was the best.
Watch all the YouTube videos. Ontario is supposed to be a fun place to go, too.
It was okay. It's oval tracks are just not near as good as.
Well, that's not an oval.
Experience
that's
is not
square.
As good.
Square track. Yeah.
That's a square. It's got 4 corners. It's square.
I'll give you that. That's true. That's true.
Uh-oh, we got more pictures coming up, folks. Oh, here we go. I knew this was coming. NASCAR. Or is that Winston West?
That's Winston West.
Yeah, Winston
Oh,
West.
yeah.
Look at that red car just lean into the corner.
Yeah.
Those were real cars. Those are stock cars.
Yeah,
you ever heard of those?
No.
You ever heard of those?
No.
Stock cars.
Not the least bit. Never heard of them.
I think only
actual stock cars. Not. That's a stock car.
Yeah.
I think they started building purpose-built chassis around the 70s. Some guys like Holman Moody started. They look like the stock cars had a lot of similarities, but they
now
weren't
that's
pure
going
stock.
into turn 7, right?
That's turn 7. Yeah, see that hill?
Oh, yeah.
Could not get John to make that hill that steep. And you see how it's very off-camber turn?
Yeah. Wow.
I could not convince anybody to do that much. You see how it is?
Yeah.
You see how much higher it is than the end of turn 6?
Yeah.
And then
there's a hump,
the little
hump,
and
then it's up.
You got the big, you got a big old hill.
It's like the corkscrew at Laguna.
It's exactly like the corkscrew. And yeah, when you figure in turn 7A,
yeah,
these are Formula 5000 cars, so they would have run the short
club course. Yeah.
So they would have done pretty much the same thing as it's a little bit expanded, but Yeah, you go over the hill. You go over a blind hill. It's off camber, so everybody spins out right there. See the
Yeah,
tire?
yeah.
See the tire marks?
Yeah.
They spin out there. They spin it into the dirt. That could be on Gaius right there. Don't think so.
Is the blue car, that front car, is that the left front tire off the
It's
ground?
black.
Is that black? I see blue.
Black.
It looks blue to
Black.
me. But
That's an Interscope. That could be.
I have a small picture, so.
Danny on Gaius. I
Oh,
think that's.
he was a
Danny
hell of a
Gaius.
driver. He was a hell of a driver.
And it could be Mario Andretti behind him.
Yeah. Well, what's it?
This was good racing.
This
is good racing.
before he
Yeah,
went
5,000.
IndyCar or PPG
No,
car.
during.
Oh, so he
Remember,
ran both.
They didn't. They race all the time.
Yeah,
raced-
that's right.
and Danny, both
Whatever
those
was
guys, they're
whatever
all the
was
time.
around, they ran it.
That's when racing was best. When everybody raced everything.
Oh, there was a
Yeah.
post on Facebook about all the cars that Jack Burham had run in his career. They did a kind of a parade around Goodwood with all of his cars.
Yeah, it's amazing what they used to
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's cray.
But now they
Cray.
get all excited because Kyle Busch runs 3 NASCAR series. You'll figure that one out.
Yeah.
And it's
IMSA.
not that big a deal.
Yep.
Oh, see, we need that mod.
There is no mod for
We
that in
need
anything.
that. Well, we have one car. We have the one
Yeah,
car
we have
in
the,
Project Cars. In Project Cars, we have the one car.
We have one. You see that car at the front? I think that's. What's that again? The car leading the pack. You know better than me, but
It's
it's,
the-
an R.
It's a Toyota, I think.
Yeah, I think that is
Okay,
a
yeah,
Toyota.
it's one.
Corolla.
I
that
think
would be.
that one
Yeah, that's
is.
a Gurney Tan Toyota. That's
Yeah.
it was the champ. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is IMSA. Yeah, that's the middle car is a Roush car.
Yeah,
It's a Mustang.
yeah, and then
And
the other one's
I
a
think
Camaro.
that
Look how
car
big
is
the
that's a
all
car.
Toyota
factor
Celica.
too.
Yeah,
that's a
look how-
Toyota Celica, and that is available in R Factor 2.
Yeah.
The Celica mod. Yeah, I did just download it. I haven't tried
Project
it yet.
Cars.
I haven't.
It's an awesome mod. It's an awesome mod. It's fun to drive. I
Oh.
painted a whole bunch of cars for
Well, Hot Lap Challenge, man.
that. Yeah, I haven't
Look how-
found that mod. The guy who made it, released it, and disappeared off the planet.
Oh, the
I mean,
Celica
he
mod?
well, yeah.
Yeah. Look how long the
Celica
Camaro
is-
is over the other 2 cars too, or is that just
Oh
perspective?
yeah, it's a lot bigger. No, part of it is.
Or is it that paint
And,
scheme?
and you know those cars aren't very big, but it looks huge.
Yeah, that's a Gen 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they was
Gen
big,
3.
long, ugly things. They look better with the Pontiac bodies on Pontiac details on them as opposed to Camaro. Never liked the Camaro.
Yeah, we have it. We have it in
Clash racing.
in our 2003. That's the one I use all the time. And
Clash racing.
here's another.
Clash
Here's
racing.
another IMSA. There's another IMSA.
We're back to sim racing now, so Mr.
IMSA.
So
That's Trans Am right there.
that's
Oh yeah.
coming off turn 6, or is that coming down the? No, that's coming
off
down
of
to
7A.
Yeah, it's going down. I was going to
7A.
say that's going down the back straight.
Yeah.
See, I've been racing here and looking at these pictures long enough to know that I can almost pretty much tell where you're at in the track.
Yeah. It's
I
good
know
stuff.
this better than I know Riverside better than any other track now. That's sad.
That's some Winston West. Oh, that's Winston West right there.
Yeah.
Look at
Good
those
stuff.
trans.
All Camaros. Almost all Camaros.
Well, that's Trans Am. That's a Firebird in front. I like that front end. I didn't like
no,
either
that's
car, but the
Winston
Firebird
West.
was better.
That's Winston West stock NASCAR.
Yeah, that's the start finish line.
Yep. Right
Yep,
there.
see, I can tell. And look how much different.
I mean, we had races. We had races where that was all the field was.
Well,
Those,
they were cheap because they were crappy cars. Nobody wanted to buy them. I didn't like those. I didn't like that generation of either car, but the Trans Am or the Firebird was still a little better looking.
Here you go. You like this?
Yeah. But,
IMSA.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for
that's
one
my car.
reason, the 80s Firebird, that's one of my favorite looking cars I know. This is something about it that just draws me over.
They pinnacled in
Nothing wrong with it.
'76. I hate to say it, the Trans
Nothing
Am,
wrong.
the Firebird Trans Am pinnacled in '76. That was their best looking car.
Yeah.
That's the one from Smokey and the
Yeah.
Bandit, but that's their best looking car because it looked like they stole a paint scheme from John Player Special Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must
Nobody's
remember
ever looked
from a
at nobody's
Knight
nobody's ever brought up that comparison. I'm the only, I swear I'm the only person who's ever noticed that it looks like a John Player
I
Special.
see the similarities.
There's a lot of
see
other than the big
similarities.
Firebird on the top of it.
Here's Richard Petty winning the 1970 July race, the Falstaff 400.
Yeah.
Notice how beat that car is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's because he hit several of the tires going up the S's. Because he never met asphalt in the S's that he liked.
Yeah.
There's a video of that on YouTube. You can watch that whole race.
Yeah, I think I see some of Petty's car just crossing the S's.
They gave us this brochure in 1969 at the
What the
Motor
hell
Trend
is the
500.
oval?
Oh, 1970.
I was about to
1970.
say, what? An oval?
This is a flyer that they gave us, a brochure that they gave us. I think it was 1970. It's either 1969 or 1970. It's probably 69. They gave us this brochure saying we were growing again, and they were going to add that big oval. That's going to be a big NASCAR oval. This is the same time that Ontario was being built. And then when Ontario opened up, they just lost heart for it, and they just didn't do it.
Yeah,
look at
that's
that
a good
big,
thing.
massive oval. That was going to be like a 2.5, 3 mile oval.
Really?
Oh, wow, that sounds like it'd be fun to drive.
And it was going to be massively banked. I mean, huge. Banks.
Oh, what?
And then you see that the road course would have gone under it, and then split off and gone around. You know, so it would have been a whole. And they're also gonna, the original plans had it to have a what was it, 6.5 mile or 5.5 mile road course that would have came off of that straight at turn 8, the NASCAR turn 8, and then go up there where it says growing again. You'd have track out there, and it would come back into the. Yeah, it was. They had a big plan, and you can actually see that on a lot of overhead because that the road was plowed. They just never laid. They only laid a little chunk of asphalt. So yeah, they had some plans, but it just never happened.
Yeah.
Bigger
It
road
would've been
course
a whole
would be
different.
yeah.
If
Maybe
they
they
would
would
have
have
built
kept it.
if they would have built that oval, that would have probably changed things.
Yeah, but then the road course would have got neglected. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because all the other courses were. This is like one of the final layouts.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was a piece of crap. This is like this because the houses had already started moving in.
Oh.
So basically, this is like an interim. We're gonna have something here.
Oh.
So they did that.
Oh,
And
the
but then
beginning of the end, the
they
bloody
actually-
houses.
Yeah, they actually had better layouts than that one.
That's terrible.
And it was like S's.
I would like to see that made for Sims. That would be pretty fun.
No, it's disgusting.
Well, what's the
This is the last races at Riverside look like that.
really?
Really?
Dirt racing. Yeah, they covered the track. It was dirt, and they raced all over the place. It was just disgusting.
Terrible.
And people were up in arms about NASCAR Heat 3 having a dirt road course.
There's dirt road course racing
No,
today.
they're
They just use
real.
different kind of cars.
What
Yeah.
I don't understand about what they did there is that why didn't they use a real series? Why did they have to come up with a fictional thing?
Because they're idiots.
What is that about?
Probably because they couldn't get the licensing.
What is-
No,
Licensing,
yeah, probably
remember?
because
Licensing.
licensing.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that on my avatar. I'm
That is
gonna.
mine. I changed mine.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wind up layering it and making Tigg over that. It's transparent. Yeah. Riverside
You'll have to
Tower.
put that up. You'll have to put that up every day. 'Cause I'll be taking it down every day.
Yeah, you just missed a good song there, Bill. Sylvia's mother.
What?
So I just listened to Sylvia's mother.
Sylvia's mother. Sylvia.
Now there's something we could educate Ian on is what good music actually sounds like. Of course, now I'm going into Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare because my tastes are everywhere. Yeah.
This was my very first race at Riverside.
71 or 72?
1968.
That's 68. That's a Torino,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you always see AJ Foyt in a number 11 Torino.
Yeah.
And this is the number 1 Torino.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah, it's old. It's the old.
Yeah.
That's the one you never see. No one ever does that car, and yet that was what he drove in 1968. You always see the 11.
Because they don't know no better.
And it confused me for years because I thought, God, I swear that was the number 1. I swear it was the number 1.
How long did it take you to find that picture?
Years. These
Why
are all in my machine.
Well, yeah, but
These are in my machine. These are not.
internet.
I got thousands of pictures. Yeah, that's in the internet. I don't even know where I.
Ooh, next event for BTCC is Silverstone in 19 days, 9 hours, 31 minutes, and 57 seconds. That looked like a hell of a race that they just had.
This was like
this week.
This was 1969 Formula 5000.
Look at the wing on that car.
Yeah.
I know, this was just before they outlawed them because they were coming off cars.
No, I can believe
Yeah,
it.
when they stuck
1969 was the year of the wing.
Mhm.
Everything had a high wings. F1. You see, they were coming off the F1 cars, and basically all of motorsports. They were on Can-Am cars.
They were on
Formula
everything.
5000. They were on everything, and they
didn't
started
do
coming off.
anything.
Someone got killed. Someone got killed because they came off. No, what they do is they're attached right to the wheel hub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right inside the wheel hub, and so that it didn't provide downforce for the back of the car. It pushed the wheels down on the road, so it gave you the only kind of
Grip.
It gave you traction, unbelievable mechanical grip. That's what it gave you. It isn't made for aero; it's made for mechanical grip. And yeah, it was a great thing. But they raced them in '69, and this was my favorite car for years of my life.
It looks like it's got a drag car engine in it. With that
It's got a big old
breather.
Chevy 350 in it. That's what it is.
Chevy 350.
350.
350.
5.7.
Biggest engine Chevy
Small
ever
block
made
Chevy.
was a 454. And they put it in a Corvette.
Some fun stuff back then. Fun stuff. And this one I could have taken.
Yeah, you probably could have taken
That's
a lot
about where
there.
I sat. That's about where I sat.
I've seen that picture before. That's coming
Richard
through the S's.
Petty, Bobby Allison, Bobby Isaac, what's his name? Gotzen.
Look at all the wings, because it's
Yeah, see, 69, 70. This is 70.
Look at the wings.
Wings. Look at the Chevelle back there. Isn't that hard to believe?
I can't.
Back there in the fourth row. Fourth row is a, that would be right behind. No, that's Buddy Baker I think that's Buddy Baker. Yeah. Let's see.
The blue one or the one you can't see?
No, the red one. The red one behind
you
Petty.
can barely
It's
see.
either Bobby Isaac or Buddy Baker. I can't remember.
No, I'm talking about the Chevelle.
That's a Chevelle. I don't know who that was.
I don't know why.
Somebody who lost.
Yeah, well,
There's
Chevys were crap back in those days.
I can't remember. Yeah, this was the last. This was the last run. It never made sense to me that they ran the winged cars at Riverside except for that long back straight.
Yeah, that's what I don't.
Otherwise you would think. I mean, because in the back of the pack, you'll see there's regular Roadrunners and Dodge Chargers.
What was that drawing you're talking about? The one you couldn't find the name of? What do you think it start with?
The purple car, and this inside of the second row. That's it's the number 99.
Yeah, that's he's actually in the mod for NR2K.
Is it George?
No.
George.
Well, that was Bobby Isaac.
Bobby Isaac. I don't think that's Bobby Isaac in the second row. It may be. It could be Buddy Baker though.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, it's a 71. It's definitely Bobby Isaac. It's Bobby Isaac. It says 71 on the light cover. I didn't see that.
99 is the Nitro's engineering car of Richard Brickhouse, I think.
Okay, so it's not
You can
the
see the
90.
71. Oh, okay. You're talking about the purple car. The
Yeah, that
71.
is- The purple car, is it the 99?
Can't tell which one
Yeah,
it is.
Well, that's the pace lap, so all you have to do is look up the 970.
The lineup. Yeah, yep.
Because you look back there and you can see it's got to be 70 because unless that's a Chevelle, it looks like it's got some 70 Terranos in it. But no, this has got to be 69.
Race
I can't
1.
tell you if this is. I can't. I think this is. No, I may be wrong. This might be the January.
No, actually, no, but because it can't be because the 99 in a 19 100 it was a Pat Bay and a Ford.
No, it's not the 99. Maybe it's the 90. I gotta think. I could, if my brain would work, I could tell you who it is.
Yeah, what brain? Ooh, he did not go there. Yes, he did. Hey, Ford Focus won the third race at Knock Hill this last weekend. How about them
What?
apples? Yeah.
Oh, I think it might be
Focus.
Jack McCoy because I just looked up on racing
No,
reference the starting
that is-
grid. And Bobby Austin started first, and Petty, Isaac, McCoy, Hilton, Brown, and Solo, Parsons, Kane, and Langley were the top 10.
Casey Kane?
So if this is on a... No, Scotty Kane.
I'm being a jackass.
Yeah.
This is
I
the
know.
1970 Falstaff.
If it's on the pace laps, then it probably is Jack McCoy. He drove a 1969 Dodge.
This has got to be
car.
69. This has got to be the 69 second. No, see Richard Petty and Bobby Allison. That's front row in 1970 for the June race. But the second row doesn't make sense. Dick Gilds. No, that's not Dick Gilds. Who am I trying to think of?
I don't know. I was 6 years old. I don't remember.
It's George Gotten something. Gotten.
I hadn't found motorsports until I was like 8 years old, so I wouldn't know.
I was 9 years old is when I got taken to the track the
What-
first year.
You got taken to a track? I was told motorsports, racing cars, that's the stupidest thing in the whole wide world. So I had to watch it when nobody was home. So I'm used to that.
I think of like Dick Goldstrand.
No, that's not him. That's not the guy I'm thinking. Dick Goldstrand was a road racer.
Yeah.
And that's him. He raced in that race, but that's not who I'm thinking of. I gotta find this guy's contract. It must be 1969.
Well, looking to 69.
It had to be the
Starting
second
grid.
race. The
I'm
69 would have
looking
been
at the 69. Actually, apparently 69 they only ran the motor. Is in 70 that they had 2 races, and the lineup seems to match the start at the 22 and 43 front row, 71 lined up in the second row, so it has to be 70 according to Racing Reference.
Where is that one?
That doesn't make sense. There's no Bobby Isaac there, though. Where's Bobby Isaac doing?
I think he's right behind Petty.
I know he is, but that doesn't list him there, though, does it?
Actually, but if you go to the File Stuff on and click on ST on Racing Reference, it shows the starting lineup in the order that they qualified. Officially, at least.
I'm trying to find.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, wait.
I'm going to
They've
post a link to
changed.
what I'm looking at.
Wow, the one site that I used to go to all the time is gone. I've not looked at old stuff for a long, long time.
What site was it?
So the next
I don't remember
next
what the
race
name
at
of
this
it was.
track is no previous race at this
No,
track.
wrong.
Previous race was Roger McCluskey. No.
CJ's pick
Previous race.
Pick 10 Cup cars. NASCAR
Wait a
year by
minute.
year is where I used to go.
Something's weird about this. Something is weird about. Where's the?
Did they
second
run 2
race?
races that year in those?
They ran 2 races at Riverside.
Yeah.
At Riverside, they ran 2 races. They ran a January. They actually sometimes ran a a November race, and that was actually called the next year. This doesn't make sense. This 70
This is
race at this track is the 70. Okay,
Well-
so the 69 Motor Trend 500. It shows AJ Foyt running the number one.
yeah.
But that doesn't jive with. That doesn't jive. Where's the second race of 69?
Let me check the
It should be in June or
Result.
July.
Let me check the schedule. By clicking results, you can see
Did
it
they not
doesn't
run?
show. Yeah, 48
Riverside?
races and they only
Riverside
have one Riverside. Actually,
Oh,
wait, there was a
69.
second one, but
And
there was a second
it was the
one.
last race, wasn't it? No,
Oh.
no, it wasn't.
Hampton
The
was-
second one, oh, I'm looking at 1970, not 69.
69. They don't show a second race for Riverside.
Yeah,
68. I'm gonna go back to 68.
68 was before the
before
Yeah,
Before
before
this,
the wings.
wing
Yeah, before
cars.
wings. Yeah.
So it has to be at 70 or maybe it's not 71.
No, I don't think
It
so.
has to, I think it is the 1970 Falstaff half
My
race.
brain is.
Oh,
Where's the second race? Since I can't find the second race since. That's weird. There's no second race in.
College Station. That's Texas. Yeah. Wow.
That's College
Texas World.
Station is
Texas World.
Texas World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they decide to make Atlanta the last race of the year.
It had something to do with the change when Riverside went away.
Yeah.
It was like the year before in '89. I think they only had one race, and it might have been '88 because it's like they were prepping it. They changed the schedule, anticipating the change, and then it lasted another year. I think this doesn't make sense. I'm confused. My memory's all messed up
Discombobulated.
here. It's absolutely.
Well, 69. The first race was in Macon, Georgia. Jesus.
Yeah, a little Macon race.
And Montgomery. Where's
I just
Montgomery
can't- I
at?
can't
Alabama.
I can't find a run. I can't find a grid that matches.
That picture?
I think it would have to be 1970.
That might not.
'cause
That might
like
not
I said,
actually. That might not actually be the pace lap. That could
the
be.
pace lap.
That could be a restart. You have
Yes,
anything?
that's possible.
18 super speedways. Wow.
I guess that's most likely, isn't it?
One road course. 5 dirt tracks. This is
It's, I'm
1959.
guessing. So this must be the 1970 motor.
Yeah, because in the front I see a bunch of wing cars and
Yeah,
that's definitely
and
Isaac, that's definitely Petty, that's definitely Allison. The mystery car
Must
probably
be
is Jack McCoy. Must be Jack
What
McCoy.
is the guy I'm thinking of? I just wish I could find the name of the guy. Where's the second race? The second race is the Falstaff race in June. Right there. And the starting order was... There it is. There it is, Jack McCoy. Oh,
Yeah.
7. The number 7. That's
Number
right.
7.
I looked at
That's
that
right.
10
Look at
minutes
this
ago.
little
when
car.
you-
This is... That's not who I'm thinking of, though. Gosh, where's the car that I'm thinking of? Who is the guy that drove the purple? It was sponsored by oh, it's gonna come to me.
No, it's not.
Who's the 3 Dow?
It's never.
It was the purple Dow car. And
Can't.
his name wasn't Dick Gilstrand.
I don't see it running. But
So this
1970.
must be James Hilton. Is James Hilton in the... Yeah, that's James Hilton in the gold Torino. Okay, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. My memory's failed.
Yeah.
I failed.
Alzheimer's is a terrible, terrible thing. Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
I'm froze. Somebody pull up the YouTube and tell me if I'm froze. I'm froze. My cam is froze.
You're froze.
You're froze, man.
My counter is still going. Is the screen moving or is everything froze?
No, nothing's moving. Nothing's moving.
Ah, crap. I may be out of time. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Or 24 minutes.
Started streaming 2 hours ago, it says.
Oh, they killed me after 24... they killed it after 2 hours.
That's what they did.
They killed it after 2 hours. So we never got to say goodbye. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn...